Salem Lions High School football. It's game time on WSLM 97.9 FM. The pregame show on WSLM 97.9 FM is brought to you by the following sponsors.
McDonald's of Salem, Meadowview, Salem Crossing, Papa John's Pizza, and Neck Orthopedics.
Also brought to you by John Jones Auto Group, Jason Petmeyer, Indiana Farm Bureau, Rodney Bruff, American Family Insurance, Salem Park and Recreation Department, and McAllister Land Consulting.
Welcome to Week 3 of Friday Night Lights. It's Ryan Larimore and Brandon Corbin here in Scottsburg. We're on our second away game for the season. We've only had one home game. That was the season opener against North Harrison. We're over at Scottsburg against the 0-2 Scottsburg Warriors, looking to get their first win. And Salem's 1-1 on the season. We lost last week to a tough Silver Creek team. Scottsburg lost last week 29-14 against North Harrison. So if that's an indicator, hopefully it's in our favor, Brandon.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that North Harrison team, Week 1, they didn't look like a typical North Harrison team. Week 2, we don't know what they looked like, but we know that we beat North Harrison. Scottsburg didn't. Hopefully that, like you said, hopefully that's an indicator of what we can pull out tonight.
Yeah. This game is starting 30 minutes late. We were under a lightning delay, so if you're just joining us, we didn't have any technical difficulties. We were under a lightning delay. Beautiful weather. We're overcast, cloudy, cold fronts moving in. It's going to be a good night for football. Got just a little bit of a breeze, which might affect something on the passing side and kicking side. But other than that, we should be in for a great game. It's our first game on grass this year. We'll see how we do on it.
Yeah, you know, Ryan, this was one of my favorite fields in high school. They took good care of it here. It's a nice Bermuda field, always in good shape. And, grass fields, I think that's my favorite thing. But, yeah, it's definitely different than the turf field we play on at home and the turf field we played on last week.
All right, Brandon, the big elephant in the room. 3 of our 7 seniors will not be playing tonight. Big one is Adam Mall. He getting over an illness, so we'll have Ethan Campbell starting in Mall's spot. Mall, hate to see that for that young man with it being his senior year, 2 games in a row, which his first game he wasn't feeling 100%.
Yep.
And then, let's see who we got. Noah Deaton, yep. He's going to be out. That's a big one, number 6. He got injured last week. He should just miss this week. We should have him back next week against Brownstown. And then, of course, Noah Dalton. He got injured week 1, and they're saying 4 weeks, but I'll be surprised to see him at all this season.
I was told it was a break. Anytime you have a break, it's not normally 4 weeks. Normally that's about a 6 to 8 at a minimum.
Yeah.
But who knows? It may not have been a bad break. May heal really quickly, and hopefully he can be back out here by week 5 or 6.
Yeah. Last week we saw. Obviously he's a stud on defense, but he's a left tackle, and we saw last week Campbell didn't have time to throw. He got hit hard twice. We didn't pass many times, and what we did, he got hit hard from the blind side.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's always tough, you know, especially as a sophomore quarterback. I believe Ethan's a sophomore, correct? Am I wrong in that?
Yes, he's a sophomore.
Okay. Yeah, anytime you're a sophomore quarterback, you haven't started a varsity game yet, and your first start's against a team like Silver Creek, and a couple times you drop back to try to throw the ball, you get your head knocked off. That's never a comforting sign to you. So hopefully tonight they can get that fixed. Hopefully we're able to get the ball up in the air a little bit and protect Campbell as he's standing back there.
Yeah, we should be in for a good game. I mean, I don't want to say any of our games are give-me's, but this is more of an evenly matched game than really we've had all season. North Harrison was a surprise to me. That was a great win. Don't get me wrong. Silver Creek, that showed what we had really, because they just had so much talent and so many numbers. So, you know, our first 4 games of the season it's pretty tough. After that, it gets a little bit more evenly matched. But of the first 4 games, this is our most evenly matched team we play.
Yeah, and you know, 20-14 and 29-14 for Scottsburg. 2 losses this year. One at Madison, one at Scottsburg, or one at North Harrison. I'm sorry about that. This is their first game at home this year. Obviously, they're going to want to win. Obviously, we didn't see the game, But I'll tell you what, from warm-ups, Ryan, Scottsburg's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they're having problems getting it into the end zone. 14 points both games, I know against Madison, we were looking up some stats. You said they had a turnover problem in that game, threw 3 interceptions, I think.
Yeah, their quarterback threw 3 interceptions in that game.
Yeah, and what are you did the stats on this. What are they, more of a passing team or a running team, or about 50-50, or what do you say, Brandon?
I would say it's about 50-50. Their quarterback he's completing 60% of his passes this year, so that's a good stat for him. But their main running back also has 43 carries this year, which is the same amount that Logan Dent has.
Yeah. We'll get to Dent here in just a minute. But, their main running back, I think we said it was Landon Shuck, and he's a big guy. He's going to give us some problems tonight. They've got a huge junior class. A lot of these starters are juniors, and they're pretty talented. So this year and next year especially, we're going to have to watch out for these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go over some stats real quick from Scottsburg before we get over to the Salem team. One person we talked about was number 5, Landon Shuck. He's their big dog in the backfield. He has 43 carries for 166 yards and a touchdown on the season. And then throwing the ball, their quarterback, number 11, Nathan Bird, Jr., has completed 60% of his passes on the season for 350 yards, so he's averaging 175 a game. But he's thrown for 3 touchdowns, but he's thrown for 4 interceptions, Ryan.
Yeah.
1 interception last week against North Harrison, and then 3 in that Madison game. So it looks like they're they're turnover prone as well.
Yeah.
That's one thing Salem struggled with this year, but it looks like Scottsburg is as well.
Yeah, our last time we beat these guys was here in 2022. If I'm not mistaken, it was here. See, last year, 22. We won here 18-0, and that was with Coach Thompson. And last year they beat us twice. They beat us at the regular season. I believe that was 29-15, and then we faced off in the sectional, and that was one of the most exciting football games of any caliber I've ever seen. That was such a great game. We were coming down. It was like 2 or 3 minutes to go in the game, and I remember telling Nate on the radio, I said, barring a miracle, this game's over. And the next thing you know, we do an onside kick, recover, drive down, score. We were down like 21 points with 3 minutes to go. Onside kick, drive down, score. Then I can't remember if we did another onside kick and recovered it. At some point, though, they got the ball back when the game was almost over, and we held them, and they went to punt, and Evan Bowling came through that line and blocked that punt and did a scoop and score to tie the game up. And that they eventually beat us in overtime, though. But that, like I said, I remember saying last year that our miracle was Evan Bowling last year. That was an exciting game.
I think I remember listening to that on the radio. Actually, I think I remember listening to you and Nate call that game on the radio. It's always an exciting game when you got a sectional game like that. Get somebody who played already in the season, and you send it to overtime within the last 2 minutes of the game.
And I remember saying last year I was glad we got this draw because. What's up, Coach? Oh, we're real good, Coach. We're real good. But I remember saying, well, a defeat always stinks, but the winner of that game went on and I believe went and played Heritage Hills or South. I think it's Heritage Hills. And what a way to go out as a senior with an overtime defeat. I mean, a defeat's a defeat, but we went down to Heritage Hills, and that's a long bus drive, and to be a senior coming back from getting your butt whipped, I mean, I'm sorry, I just don't think we had what it took to beat Heritage Hills.
Yeah, Heritage Hills was pretty solid.
They ended up going to state. So.
Yeah.
But that was an exciting one, so hopefully hopefully this is a blowout. Salem just gets this thing over with real quick. But
yeah, Ryan, on the Salem side of things, obviously we're pretty run-heavy offense. We've seen that for the last couple years, really. We haven't been a big passing team, and with our backup quarterback, we saw him not really throw the ball last week, as we talked about earlier. He kept getting his head knocked off every time he dropped. But let's talk about the season that number 4 Logan Dent's having. 43 carries, 318 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I know we got beat last week against Silver Creek 41-8, but there's some highlight reels of Dent, and like you said, every time, was it you or I can't remember if it was Zach, my son, he said, man, he said every time he got the ball, he said Scottsburg or Silver Creek player was slow to get up.
Yeah, he texted me that in the middle of the game.
Yeah, that was a he's a beast, man. He didn't fumble last week, which is good. After week 1, he led 3 turnovers. Yeah, he fumbled 3 times. So hopefully, and that was our problem last week too. You take those turnovers away, and it's going to be a heck of a lot closer game. We just can't turn a ball over, and that's been our Achilles heel all year.
Yeah, and it's been. Then that's what we were talking about with Scottsburg earlier about the 3 interceptions they threw in the first game. You can't turn the ball over 3 or 4 times a game. Those are drive killers. They kill your momentum if you have any. And if you do that, it's a tough to win a game like that.
Yeah. Well, I know. Talking to Zach, and I can't remember the exact stat. I tried to look it up earlier today when we were talking about that John Harold, what we usually use to look up stats, it's got issues, pop-ups and whatnot. But talking to Zach, he said that Logan Dent is, I think he said 5 or 15th in the state for 2A on rushing. So the number 1 guy, he said he's got already like 600 and some odd yards after 2 games.
Just an absolute outrageous number there.
Yeah.
It's nice to see a kid that's like Dent, who's a sophomore. No matter when he touches the ball, no matter the score, anything like that, he's running as hard as he can every time he touches the ball.
Yep. Him and Noah Deaton. Noah Deaton's a tough one we're missing tonight. But yeah, they both run very hard. That our future is. It seems like we say this every year, but our future is really looking bright. We've got Campbell's a sophomore, Dent's a sophomore. Let's see, I can't remember Kim Morris. He's a
Who cares more?
Yeah, he's a sophomore. I'm sorry, he's a junior.
Yeah.
So next year and the year after especially, man, we're gonna, if these guys stick with it and injuries, if everything goes good, we've got a a bright future ahead of us.
Yeah, absolutely. There's pros and cons to having a young team. Pro is obviously you can build those kids. You see a lot of good stuff out of the sophomore class now, and it's nice to know we have them for the next 2 years. The con being you have a young team. You don't have an experienced offense, really. You don't have an experienced defense, really. But I think Coach Gleasing's done a pretty good job of getting these kids molded into potential sectional winners here by the time they graduate.
Yeah, that's and that's what I was going to talk about Gleasing. I talked to him last week after our loss, and he was pretty upset about it. And I said, man, your job, you're either a hero or a zero, And he said, yeah, that's right, that's part of it. But our big thing, we've got to keep some consistency. Like him, love him, hate him, whatever. We need to keep the guy. We need to establish a program. Our most veteran high school coach for football in Washington County is Lowry out at West Washington. He's only been there 5 years.
Yeah.
He's just now starting to develop his team into what it needs to be. A minimum of 4 years is when you get that program established,
Yeah, absolutely. A coach doesn't come in the first couple seasons and build a winning program,
right?
Unless he's just handed just a group of kids that are just half of them are D1 athletes.
Yeah.
We're not going to see that at Salem. We don't have those kind of kids. Like you said, we need a coach who's going to stay in the program and mold it for years on years to get us where we needed to be.
Yep. So with that, we'll take a commercial break. We've got about 7 minutes before the start of the game. Again, we were under a lightning delay, which pushed the game back 30 minutes, so we'll have a 7:30 roughly kickoff time. We're over here at Scottsburg. We've set 7 minutes to go before opening kickoff of Week 3 with the Salem Lions at Scottsburg Warriors.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview you in Salem Crossing. Two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball side tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County. Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property line? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860. Providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860. This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for a touchdown of savings? It's football season, and we're kicking off the biggest sale of the year at John Jones Auto Group. Whether you're tailgating or heading to the big game, we've got the perfect ride for you. From sporty SUVs to family-friendly minivans, every vehicle is priced to win. Plus, enjoy unbeatable trade-in deals, 0% financing, and available service contracts that keep you covered long after the final whistle. So why wait? Gear up for greatness with John Jones Auto Group. We're your winning team for the best cars and deals around. Visit us today at one of our 4 convenient locations, Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon, or check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, John Jones Auto Group, you see so many because they pay so little. John Jones supports our Salem Lions. Good luck tonight, and go team.
Now, more exciting Salem Lions football on 97.9 FM.
And we are back here at Scottsburg. About 4 minutes to go. Got both teams, we got the Lions out on the field. Now we got the Scottsburg running out. Where we're setting up tonight, you're going to hear a lot of background noise here. We'll try to get that door shut. Maybe it'll help. But should be in for a good one. Hopefully the Lions come out and quiet this Scottsburg crowd down early on. We are going to the national anthem now. We'll be right back for the opening kickoff. Again, if you're just joining us, the game has not started. We're on a 30-minute delay due to lightning, and everything's a go. Should start here in about 3 minutes. So stick with us. We'll go through the national anthem and be with us for the opening kickoff. Well, real quick, just got a score update that West Washington is up 13-0. I believe they're at home against Mitchell. So good job, West Washington. We'll be right back after the national anthem.
half a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's going to make the difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. And I know if I'm going to have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. Now, I can't make you do it. You got to look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're going to see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're going to see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're going to do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. Now, what are you going to do?
Welcome back to Scottsburg High School, Week 3 of Friday Night Lights. Game is starting 30 minutes early due to a lightning delay.
30 minutes late, Ryan.
Oh, sorry, 30 minutes late. Sorry, I'm excited here. This is going to be a good one. We're starting 30 minutes late, guys. It's supposed to start at 7. We're starting at about 7:30. 7:31. Looks like, Brandon, you saw the coin toss. What's the deal?
Yes, sir. It looked like Scottsburg won the toss and deferred to the second half, meaning Salem will start the game on offense.
So, that's, I say it every week, but, when I win that coin toss, that's what I like to do, too. Defer to the second half.
Yeah.
Get all the nerves out. So, we'll see Salem's offense out here first. And, like I said, we're going to be in for a good one if you're just joining us. Got 3 of our 7 seniors out, Dalton, Deaton, and, who was the third, Brandon? Adam Mall, the big one, yeah. So, we got Ethan Campbell starting at quarterback, a sophomore. We're going to be all right. We're in good hands. We should. I know what little he was tried to pass last week. We talked about in pregame. He just didn't have enough time to throw. So we're a little bit more evenly matched tonight. So we'll see what we got, Brandon.
Yeah, absolutely. Ethan's got a game under his belt now. He knows what to expect, and it was a good experience for him to play Silver Creek in his first start. Obviously, they're a lot tougher of a team than Scottsburg's going to be. So I look for him to play a lot better than he did last week, a little less timid.
There's our kickoff here. We got Karis Moore and Ponsford. Ponsford's going to field it at just inside the 20. He's going to take it up the middle, breaks 2 tackles, and gets taken down right around the 25-yard line. Not great field position to start off this first possession with.
Another thing you never want to see, we got number 30, Carson Dalton. He's a sophomore. On the kickoff, got tangled up with the kid. Now he's limping off the field.
Yeah.
You hate to see that on the very first action of the game, of course.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's just you get them shins hit and it hurts, but hopefully that's all it is. I think he's going over to see Mallory over there now. But Salem offense coming out. They've got the ball at the 25-yard line. 11:53 here, opening kickoff. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Their own 25. The score 0-0. First play of the game. Campbell under center. They're going to send Dent in motion. They're going to fake the pitch to Dent, hand it off up the middle, and they're going to tackle him back for a loss. They've been watching game film. They were not having that. It looks like Karis Moore was the ball carrier, and they're not going to mark a loss on it. It's going to be no gain, so that's not horrible.
Yeah, Salem, we talked about it last week about Salem being kind of a one-trick pony. Scottsburg watched film. They see it's going to be run 90% of the time, and that's what they expected fully on their first play here.
Yeah, they weren't fooling anybody here. 2nd and 10, ball still at the 25, 11-10 left to go here in this first quarter. Salem's second play of the game. Campbell under center. And they look like they ran into each other, but they weren't able to get the ball off, and he's going to run for a very short gain of about a yard. I couldn't tell if Campbell kept that. It looked like he ran into the...
There was a pitch to dent.
Okay. Yep. It looked like the back going up the middle for the fake hit the quarterback right when he was pitching it, and so they're going to give him a 2-yard on that. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Lions. 11:45 to go, or 10:45 to go here in the first. Score 0-0. 3rd and 8 for the Lions. Ball's on the 27-yard line. Their own 27. Braxton Dean's out wide as receiver. And they're going to send this motion, and they're going to pitch. Fake the pitch, and the ball's on the ground. And Karis Moore, I think, was the intended running back to get the ball. Falls on it. We're able to retain possession, but everything we gained, we lost and then some. We're going to lose it. About 4 yards on that. It's going to bring up, looks like 4th and about 12.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with the Salem offense here, but like you mentioned on the play before, and that play there for those at home, the quarterback and the running back, whoever's running the ball, keep running into each other. And I think Salem got a delay of game for not giving the ball handed back directly back to the ref here.
Yeah. Yeah, our timing's way off tonight. We're not looking crisp tonight, so hopefully after this, maybe we're just getting the nerves worked out. We're usually, though, I don't know, we come back in the second half. You never know with us. You really don't. But we're not looking like a first half team right now. I can tell you that. I'm sure we're going to see Braxton Dean out the punt.
It should be 4th down, correct?
It should be.
So maybe that play didn't count. Then they got no. I guess it did.
Well, that was 3rd down. So
I don't think the refs know what's going on.
I don't think they do either. It's showing 3rd and 8, and it's actually 3rd and about 12. We're going to pass, and all these looked like a intended receiver was Braxton Dean, but the ball was just about 4 yards in front of him, almost intercepted, Brandon.
Yeah, Ethan got lucky there. It was one of those things of he didn't throw it to Salem receiver, but didn't really throw it to where anybody was.
Yeah.
Had the Scottsburg kid made a little bit of a quicker step there, I think that honestly probably would have been 6 points for Scottsburg because there was nobody between him and the end zone.
I think that was one of those timing plays. I've seen the JV do that where they throw it up and the receiver's supposed to get there. But here's the punt. Braxton Dean gets a good one on. It's going to cross the 50, and it's muffed. And he's going to fall on it, so they will retain possession. Scottsburg will.
The flag back here.
He falls down on it at their own, looks like 47-yard line where Scottsburg will start, but let's see the flag.
Personal foul on Scottsburg.
Well, I'll move that baby back 15.
Should be I'm guessing that's a roughing the punter. Or something like that, but they did get a 15-yard penalty there.
Well, if that's a roughing the punter, we should keep our offense out there.
You would think. Then maybe it happened after the play. I'm not exactly sure. I just know the ref signaled a personal foul. It's 15 yards from the end of the play, so.
Yeah, if it was a roughing the punter, we would get a first down on that. So, but nope, our defense is out there. So let's see what Scottsburg can do. They've got some big guys out here. They've got big offensive line, a big running back in that, would we say his name was Sheck or Heck?
Number 5, Landon Shuck.
Yeah. So we'll see. They're about a 50-50 passing running team. There's the snap. They run a shotgun. They're going to pass it off to the left, and it's going to be complete, and he's going to get the ball and run it up to about the 41-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. Nice little pitch and catch there to start the game off.
I'll tell you what, Ryan, that was just a routine screenplay. The quarterback took the snap, tossed it out to the receiver at the line of scrimmage, and there was nobody there from Salem.
That's just a usual play right there. That was a first down, 10-yard game. They're already running. There's a snap, and he almost balls out. The ball's out. Oh, no, they're going to call him down. Oh, boy. That was I know this is happening real quick. His shotgun formation, they handed off to the back. The back got hit, fell down, and he was on his back, and the ball popped up.
Yeah, that wasn't a clean handoff there from the quarterback to the running back. He really never had control of it. Luckily, to the ref, he made it look like the ground caused it.
Yeah, but it's like Seth Ponsford stopped that play, no gain. They're in the shotgun. They're looking to pass. He's looking all day to throw. It's over the middle. It's complete at about the 48-yard line. He crosses midfield and finally gets brought down in Salem territory at the 45-yard line. Another first down for Scottsburg. Brandon, we have got to put pressure on these quarterbacks. They have got all day to throw.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter how good your quarterback is when he can stand in the pocket for as long as he wants and find a wide-open receiver.
Yeah.
The DBs from Salem here are going to have to stay with the receiver and stop that early.
Yeah, we have got to put pressure. Shotgun, they're quick. There's a handoff to the fullback. He's going to take it off to the left. He busts through the line. He is still on his feet. He gets across to the 30, and he's finally tackled almost to the 25 at around the 27-yard line. Oh, they're going to spot it down at the 29-yard line. Another first down, 1st and 10. They're already back at the line, shotgun formation. Looks like they're running a spread, 4 wide receivers, 1 back. They're going to hand off to the back. He's going to take it around to the left. He's got room. He breaks the line, and he's going to be wrestled down. Where are we at? Across 29.
It looks about like the
18-yard line.
No, it looks about like the 15.
Yep. We're setting real low, guys. It's hard to see the field.
About the 14-yard line there.
So, yeah, nice run again. So they're just
15-yard
moving the
carry
ball
there.
real easy on us. First down, 1st and 10, ball on the 14-yard line. They're already lined back up, shotgun, spread formation, 3 wide receivers right, 1 running back. He got under pressure there, throws it over the middle, and receiver should have caught that for a touchdown, but it's in and out of the hands. Coverage was that Karis Moore, I believe?
Yeah, I believe it was. I'll tell you what, Ryan, I saw that kid drop probably 5 or 6 balls in warm-ups. I don't look for him to be one of their main receivers here just because it doesn't really seem like he can hold on to that ball.
That was a great pass.
Yeah.
Great pass. Yeah. It was right where it needed to be, and he just couldn't pull it in. So thank goodness for us. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Scottsburg's at the Lion 14-yard line, 8:34 left to go. 0-0 is the score. Hand off to the running back up the middle. He's going to take it around to the left side, and he gets tackled. He may have got a yard on that.
There is a flag on the play, and I believe it's going to be holding on Scottsburg.
If you're just joining us, 8:27. This is Scottsburg's first possession of the first quarter. It's 3rd and 10 now. They've been moving the ball very easy. The score is 0-0. Scottsburg just caught with a holding penalty, which is going to help the Lions. It's going to move the ball back 10 yards from the spot. It looks like it's going to move it back to around the 25-yard line. Yep. So it'll be 2nd and about 15. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers right. There's the snap, hand off to the back. He takes it around left. He's got a lane open. He gets a nice tackle by number 2 for the Lions, Waylon Foster. He had a lot of green in front of him and did a shoestring tackle. He's going to gain about 4 yards. No, I'm sorry. He's going to gain about 6 yards on that. It's going to bring up 3rd, and it looks like about 13. They're at the Salem. There's a snap, and they're going to hand off up the middle. He's got a huge hole, and he's going to not run quite for a first down before he's dropped at about the 5-yard line. He had a huge 4th and 1 here. Yeah, it's going to be about 4th and 2. Yeah, 4th and 2. It's just hard to. They're not updating that scoreboard. They're right around the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 6. It looks like 7:20 left to go in this first quarter. It looks like Salem.
And there's an offside.
Yeah, and his encroachment jumped off sides. It was Braxton Dean. So that's going to give Scottsburg a half the distance to the goal. First down, 1st and goal for Scottsburg.
Looks like they're bringing in kind of a power package here. They took one of their receivers off. Brought in a couple extra blockers, which is what it looks like here. I mean, if I was Scottsburg, based on the way they've been running the ball here, I'd keep it on the ground.
Yeah, we need a lot of fire under our butt. Yeah. We just don't look pumped up. It's ball's on the 6-yard line. 0-0 is the score. Scottsburg's threatening to score 1st and goal. Ball's on the 6. There's a snap handoff, and he's going to take it around to the left, and he's going to be tackled right at the goal line.
He's close, that's for sure.
Looks like Braxton Dean
And
and
we got the 1 yard line there.
Cage Calloway were in on that tackle. So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 1 yard line, it looks like.
Yep, and they're going under center here. Looks
Yeah,
like
quarterback sneak.
here.
Yep, here we go. There it is. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. And touchdown, Scottsburg. So the 6:41 in the first quarter, Scottsburg's first possession, moved the ball way too easy. They get the first points of this game, 6-0. Let's see if they go for 2 or if they got a kicker.
I saw they have a kicker. He missed a couple PATs there in warm-ups. Hopefully that can continue.
Looks like Noah Greenland may have us a kicker. He imported from Spain.
So he lost his eligibility.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Kayla and Noah have appealed that. The IHSA deemed him that he was a recruit. That they were
snap, kicks up, and that thing would have been, yeah, good. Anyways, go ahead.
So I talked to Kayla yesterday, actually. Alejandro. It's a foreign exchange student they got from Spain. They wanted the experience of hosting a foreign exchange student, and they didn't know anything about this kid when he came over, other than he liked to play soccer.
Yeah.
So now, because of this, and Noah being a coach on the football team, and being his host dad, they have put that it is recruitment from the Greenleaf to bring this kid over. And Kayla has appealed it. She sent me the appeal message she wrote. She wrote it really well. So, Kayla, if you're out there listening, you did a great job writing that appeal. But she basically said, we didn't know anything about this kid, and now, he can't experience anything. Basketball, football, any American sport, anything like that. He can't experience that, so they're waiting for the appeal to see if he can possibly end up playing.
I know Ethan, everybody calls him Larry, said that he was kicking 40-yarders yesterday.
Yeah, first time he'd ever kicked.
Yeah.
I hope they overturn the ineligibility.
Hopefully before the season's up.
Yeah, you don't want a kid who's on a foreign exchange student. You don't want to look at him and tell him, oh, you're here for a year, but you can't play sport.
Right.
That's not what the whole foreign exchange thing is about. So hopefully they get that fixed pretty quickly.
All right, here we go for the kickoff after that Scottsburg touchdown. They lead with 6:41 here in the first quarter, 7-0. Looks like the ball's going to be fielded by Seth Ponsford back at the 5. He's got a little bit of room to run. He turns the corner now. He's going to bounce it back after he gets wrapped up. And another poor field position start for the Lions at the 20-yard line. I thought he was going to make something out of that, but that's all that green he had closed up real quick.
Ryan, I'll tell you what, based on how we've seen Scottsburg on that first drive and everything like that, it looks like they're the best team Salem's played this year. Based on that first drive, they moved the ball how they wanted to. Defensively, they made some great stops. So hopefully, like you said, Salem can get a fire lit and change the dynamic of the game.
Yeah, we've just been kind of flat. Like you said, our timing's been off. We've got to get something going to get these guys excited. This is Scottsburg's first home game, and they're in it, man. They're fired up.
Yeah.
They got a big crowd here. So, we need to get this thing going here.
Yeah, this is something I would have expected from the Lions last week. Yeah, maybe coming out looking flat last week. But definitely not after you have a full week of practice together, knowing who's going to be where. You don't want to come out and look flat.
Yeah. And the weather shouldn't be, there's a cold front moving in. It's a nice evening out there right now. I just, hopefully we do something this drive. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball's at the 20-yard line. There's a snap, handoff Dent. Dent takes it around to the right. He gets to the line of scrimmage and gets wrestled down after a very short gain of 2 yards. So we've got a little bit of positive yards on that one, but not enough in my opinion.
Well, we've got a break here. Go over some local scores. Brownstown's up over Eastern in the second quarter, 27-0. And West Washington was over Mitchell, 13-0 last time I was informed of that score.
I thought it was 14. I could be wrong.
Chris texted me 13.
Okay. Well, 5:53 left here at the Scottsburg in the first quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Lions. They're at their own 24. Campbell's going to be under center. They're looking to pass. He's got time. Gets it off. Completes it to Moores. He takes it around to the right. Completes the 30-yard line, and he crosses the 35 for a Salem first down. A nice pitch and catch. That was a quick hit and play, Brandon. Carries more.
Yeah, that's the first really completion we've seen Ethan Campbell throw this season. It was a great little out route there to carry us out of the backfield and gained, about 14 yards there. So we'll see if that continues.
Yeah, nice first down. That's Salem's first down of this game. 5:42. They trail 7-0. First and 10 for the Lions. They're at the 45-yard line, and they're going to give the Dent. They've got a wide hole around to the right. He's going to take it for another first down and finally gets wrestled down just about midfield, about the 49-yard line. Nice run for the Lions. They're finally getting something going here, Brendan.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've seen, a little pitch plays to Logan Dent there. But I don't know, this clock operator over here and the refs are about to have a fist fight up here. They can't get the play clock set, and they can't get it shut off, and the fans are freaking out. So hopefully they can get that figured out. Looks like they got shut it off now.
I know the scoreboard has been way behind.
Yeah, the scoreboard,
the yards.
Yep, absolutely.
So, I saw a penalty last year at West Washington on the score on the clock. The guy running the clock. Yeah, here we go. The official's getting mad at him again.
I've had this ref before that's on the sideline over here, and I never did get along with him.
Well, that's maybe a good thing. He's on the Scottsburg sideline. Well, here we go. First and 10 for the Lions. I think they finally... No, they still don't have the clock right.
The way I understood it from what I could hear them talking about, it looked like they were going to just shut the play clock off and the refs keep it on the field. But we're not really sure what... And they didn't run the game clock down. There it is right there. So now we might have some football action here, Ryan.
All right, 5:32. The Lions are trailing 7-0. Got 2 first downs this possession. This is their second possession of the first half. First quarter, 5:30 left. Ball's at the Salem 47-yard line. Campbell under center. There's a snapper looking to pass. He throws it to Braxton Dean to the left. Braxton is complete at about the 45-yard line. He's going to fall forward to around the 43-yard line. Just going to be just short of a first down. About a 9-yard play there.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Lions throwing the ball around a little bit here. We haven't seen that all season, but it looks like Campbell looks a little more comfortable than he did last week. They're getting the ball out of his hand quick. Hopefully that continues, and hopefully they can add the air attack to their arsenal here.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing this game. They're getting that ball off a lot quicker than they did last week. Here we go, Campbell under center, 2nd and 1. There's a snap, handoff up the middle. I couldn't get a number on that.
It looks like number 20.
That's a Ward, I believe, isn't it?
It is.
C.J. Ward. C.J. Ward runs the ball, pounds it for a first down. Runs it up to the 40-yard line. They're in Scottsburg territory. 1st and 10 Lions. 4:40 left to go in this first quarter. Salem's on the move. They trail 7-0. Salem looks like they finally got their act together on this possession. Maybe it's just nerves that first possession. We'll see. We need to punch it in there. Campbell under center. Ward in the backfield. And they're going to hand it off to Dent in the slot position, and he runs it forward for a short gain. It still gets about 2 yards, 3 yards on that carry. He's going to be brought down at around the 38-yard line, it looks like, where that'll bring up 2nd and about 8 for the Lions.
Just got a text, West Washington 13, Mitchell 6, 3:48 to go in the second quarter.
That's closer than I thought it was going to be. So here we go. The Lions going to come to the line. 3:50 left to go here in this first quarter. They trail 7-0. This is their second possession, 2nd and 8. They're at the Scottsburg 43. There's a snap. Campbell's looking to throw. He's got time. Gets it off way over the head of Braxton Dean, who is the intended receiver. It looks like there was a miscommunication where maybe Campbell thought Dean was supposed to go out, and he went in. So
yeah, just he. We talked about them getting the ball out of his hands quick. That was a little too quick from him there. He didn't really let the route develop, and he just sailed it over onto the sideline.
Yeah, nobody around that ball. It's going to stop the clock with 3:44 left. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Lions. They're in Scottsburg territory at the 43-yard line. They're going to break the huddle, come to the line. Campbell's going to be under center. Ward's in the back. Looks like we got Dent in motion, and it's going to be a pitch to Dent. And he's going to take it around the left, but not before a flag comes out. And I believe that's going to be on Salem because they blew that dead. False start on the Lions. So that's going to move us back to 3rd and long.
It'll be interesting to see here if Gleason stays with the same kind of little pitch play or if he trusts Campbell to put it up in the air here.
Yeah, we'll We will see. 3rd and 13. That's going to move the ball back to the 43-yard line, it looks like.
The way they've got the field striped is confusing.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Here's Campbell's going to be under center. There's a snap, and he's going to pass. Oh, he's got pressure, and he's hit as he throws, and it falls incomplete. He just got that thing off, and when he went down, so it went just over the lineman's line, or off over the lineman, and then hit the ground. So that's going to bring up 4th and 13 on incomplete pass by Campbell. We're going to send Braxton Dean out to punt. 3:40 left here in the first quarter. Salem trails 7-0. Just hoping we would get some points on the board. There's the snap. Dean's second punt of the game. There it's away, and it's a nice punt. It's going to fall, and it's going to roll down. That's inside the 5-yard line. Great.
The 1-yard line.
Great play. I think that was Shockey. Peyton Shockey. That was Peyton Shockey. Great special teams play. They down that ball at, is it the 1?
I think it's at the 1.
Great.
It was a great punt by Braxton. It landed, took a kick forward, bounced again, and just kind of bounced straight up, and Shockey was there to save it from going in the end zone.
Yeah, great special teams play. So we got that going for us. We got a little bit of momentum there, and then it just kind of fell short. And so hopefully our defense made some adjustments, and we're going to stop Scottsburg because they moved the ball very easy on their first possession, but they were pinned way back in their end zone. Safety would be nice about here. 1st and 10 for Scottsburg. They're back at their own 1-yard line. 3:34 left in this first quarter. They lead 7-0. Handoff up the middle, and he is going to be wrapped up and brought down by Noah Lee right around the 7-yard line, it looked like.
5-yard gain there for Scottsburg. Number 5's gotten all the carries so far in this game, and he is running hard, Ryan.
Yeah. Noah Lee, senior. He's in for Noah Dalton, who's off injured. Nice play for him. There's a snap, and they're going to hand off again. He's going to take it around the right. He's got a lot of green, but he trips and falls just shy of the 30, crosses the 25, about the 27. That's going to be another first down for Scottsburg. About every 2 plays, it seems like they're getting a first down, Brandon.
Yeah, that's 25 yards and 2 plays there. The Lions are going to have to do something to stop this run attack here, or Scottsburg's going to keep moving the ball like this the entire game.
2:40 left to go here in this first quarter. Salem trails 7-0. Scottsburg's second possession, and they're on the move. There's the handoff again. They're going to be up the middle, and he breaks a tackle. He crosses the secondary and finally gets wrestled down just shy of the 35-yard line. Another big first down run for Scottsburg.
Yeah, another 18-yard carry there for number 5. We just talked about it, how hard he's running. He got hit at the line, at the linebackers, and still carried them for about 8 yards.
Yeah, he hits that hole fast.
Yep.
But their line, though, is huge, and they're doing a great job. So that's going to bring up another first down for Scottsburg. 1st and 10 there at the 34, their own 34. 2:20 left to go. 7-0. They lead. Quarterback's going to keep it and do a power run to the outside right, but he's just going to run it right out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain. To bring up second down and stop the clock with 2:12 left in this first quarter. Going to call the 3-yard gain. Be 2nd and 7.
I look for them to probably put the ball in the air here. They torched us early on that last drive, and they haven't really thrown it on this drive.
They're in the spread, 3 wide receivers to the left, and that's what they're going to do. He gets it off deep, got a receiver way deep, and it's complete at the 25-yard line, and he's going to walk that in for a touchdown. Wow. Whew. What was the yardage on that, Brandon?
It was looks like about a 63-yard gain there.
Wide open.
Yeah, I mean, they were just running a little quick wheel route there with number 3, the one we talked about dropping all the passes, and he was running down the field completely by himself. And number 11 made a great throw, dropped it right to where he needed to. The kid caught it, and he could have walked into the end zone.
Yeah, that's that goes back to I didn't see who's back there at safety, but you never let a guy get behind you, and that guy, he was so wide open.
Well, one thing that I noticed on that play there is they've got Logan Dent as a high safety, and then they've got a corner playing a receiver, but there's 3 wide receivers over here on this side, and you can't guard 3 with 2.
Yeah.
So the Lions are going to have to figure that out. Hopefully the coaches up top saw that and realize what they're going to have to do.
Well, with that, the PAT's good. with their second possession. Scottsburg's making this look way too easy. 2:04 left in this first quarter. Scottsburg leads 14-0 over your Salem Lions.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball size tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923.
And we're back here at Scottsburg where they have just scored their second touchdown on a deep, what did we say, that was a
63-yard game there.
Touchdown pass. That was just making this look too easy, Brandon. And we haven't even brought this up. This is the Battle of 56. We lost that sign. I think that started back when you were playing high school.
No, it started the year Thompson took over.
Oh, did it? Okay.
It was considered the Battle of 56 when I played, but there was no sign or
nobody
anything
went
like
and
that.
stole the sign?
No, we did not have a sign.
Here we go. There's the kick. It's going to be a low line drive, fielded at the 25-yard line by
Cox.
Yeah, Adler Cox. Nice little return. Gets it up to the 35 before he's brought down. So with 2 minutes left here in this first quarter, Salem trails 14-7. They're going to have their best field position starting off. We do have a flag. We got a holding on the Lions. So never mind our best field position. That's going to be back to where we've started, it seems like, every time at about the 25.
Oh, it was on Scottsburg. That doesn't really make any sense.
How can you hold when you're kicking off?
Yeah, that doesn't really make any sense there, but...
what in the world are y'all doing?
But it's an advantage for the Lions here. They took 10 yards. So
somehow the kickoff team got a hold. So that's definitely our best field position. It's going to move the ball up to the 45-yard line where Salem will get their third possession. The first possession was pretty sad. It was a 3-and-out. Second, we had a little something going, got in Scottsburg territory, and then it kind of fell through, and then Scottsburg's had it twice and just made it look too easy getting that thing in. They're leading 14-0. Campbell's going to be under center, forward in the backfield, and they're going to hand off to Braxton Dean, who takes it around to the outside, but nowhere to go, and he's going to be tackled for a 5-yard loss back at the 40-yard line. We're just so flat, Brandon.
Yeah, we talked about it during the break. Salem's got to put a stop to this before it gets out of hand. You don't want to go down 20 points to a team like this who can obviously control a game in any way they really want to. So Salem's got to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, this looks like a different Scottsburg team from last year. Last year they had a lot of big guys, and it was more of a power house like in North Harrison. This year they're spreading it out, and it's fast, and they're more athletic. Campbell's under center. He's looking to pass, and he's under pressure, runs it out, and gets across this line of scrimmage, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage to make it 3rd and 10 now for the Lions. So that pocket collapsed on him, just didn't have any time to throw it.
Yeah, one thing we also talked about was I said that this was the best Scottsburg team that I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
We played them 4 years in a row. They played the same style as this Scottsburg team, but that team was not nearly as good. We pretty much single-handed. We took care of them easily by 30 every time we played them.
Yeah,
but this is a much different Scottsburg program than what we played.
Scottsburg, they're just fired up. They've got the home field advantage tonight, and we're flat, so we've got to get something to light a fire under our butts. Here we go. There's a snap. We're looking to pass. He's under pressure, and he's going to go down. Ethan Campbell.
3-yard sack there.
Yeah, he's going to get sacked. It looks like our passing plays on this drive have just taken way too long to develop. And the last down set of series we had, we got that thing off quick and it worked. I just don't think we've got the line to hold off these big guys at Scottsburg to give Campbell time to pass. That's going to bring up 4th and 13, and that'll end the first quarter where the Lions trail 14-0 to Scottsburg.
The City of
of Salem Parks and Recreation Department is planning activities for your children and will have several events and opportunities this fall and winter. And don't forget to take advantage of our facilities at DePaul Park and Riley's Place Playground. Shelters are available to reserve by calling the office at 812-883-2895. There is an outside grill, picnic tables, and 4 basketball goals. Community Park on Salem's east side has a variety of activities, from basketball and tennis to skateboarding, and it's also the location for T-ball games, youth baseball, and adult softball leagues almost every evening and weekend. If you would like to reserve a field, please contact the Parks Department. Also, there is playground equipment, a covered shelter and picnic area, and volleyball and a basketball court at Elizabeth Street Park. For additional information, call Tom Foltz at 812-883-2895 or stop by his office in City Hall.
And we're back here at Scottsburg where the Lions trail 14-0 over the Warriors. They just, Salem's just been flat this first quarter, Brandon. They're just not excited in Scottsburg. They've got the home crowd that they're pumped up. They're out there jumping around. We're just walking.
Yeah, this is not a good showing out here from the first quarter from Salem. We talked about it pregame. This is their first game at home here. Their fans are pumped up to be here. They're glad to have football back in Scottsburg, and they're showing.
So that was at their third possession, I believe it was, for Salem, and they were 3 and out. Braxton Dean to punt, and it's going to be another good kick. It's going to land at about the Scottsburg 30 and take a Salem roll across the 20, where it'll be down at about the 26 or 7 yard line, it looks like, where Scottsburg...
No, I think it's a 16.
Yes, I'm sorry. That is the 16-yard line. You are right. Again, bear with us. It's hard to see the field. We're very low.
Another thing, Ryan, is Scottsburg hasn't had good starting field position this entire game, but they've really had no resistance from the Lions' defense.
About every 2 plays, they're getting a first down. Their last possession, great punt down at their 1 yard line, and they march that thing all the way down the field. Here they go. They're going to line up in the shotgun, one back, hand off to the back. He's going to take it around to the right, gets across the line of scrimmage into the secondary, and gets wrestled down right around the 25-yard line. Let's call it the 24. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain. They'll bring up 2nd and 4 for Scottsburg. 11:28 here in this second quarter. Scottsburg leads 14-0. There's the snap, handoff again to number 5. He's going to take it around to the left and gets to the line of scrimmage and up to about the linebackers before he's brought down after about a 2-yard gain.
He's close to the stick here, and I think they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, he's right on the line, isn't he? Now they're looking at it right now.
Yep, they gave it to him.
They're going to give it to him. So another, like I said, every 2 plays. 6 yards that first one, 4 the second. So all he needed was 4, and that's what he got. So first down for the Warriors. Ball's going to be at the 25. There's the snap. Hand off to number 5 again. He's going to ride it right up the middle. Gets to the secondary before he's finally brought down around midfield at about the 46-yard line, just making it look too easy. Another first down for the Warriors. Oh, man, it's going to be a long night, Brandon.
Yeah, you don't want to see just a kid taking the ball and running straight up the middle for 20 yards every time he touches it.
Yeah, that's...
the defense has got to make a stop here, or this is going to get out of hand quick.
I tell you what we look like. We look like we're playing Brownstown as flat as we are. There's the pass play for the Warriors. They're going to take it to the outside. He gets a block and gets wrestled around outside just short of the 40.
Everybody's freaking out for a horse collar. You know how that goes.
Oh, yeah. It had his jersey, but... So he's going to be ran out of bounds at the 37-yard line, we'll call it. They're in Salem territory now. 10:40 left to go in this first half. Scottsburg's on the move. They got the lead 14-0. And they're going to come to the line, shotgun formation, one back in the backfield. And they fake the handoff. The quarterback almost drops it, gets the pass off to the outside, and he turns the corner, gets it up, and he finally gets run out of bounds, but not after gaining a first down, gain of about a... Are they going to give him the first there?
I think he was a yard short.
Okay. It went out at the 11-yard game, but they're only going to give him a 9-yard. Must have stepped out there, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
There he comes. He's running hard.
Who's the lineman?
Yeah, he was excited to be out there.
They all are. They must be a JV player or something. Making some personnel changes. 2nd and 1. Here's a snap. Going to look to pass all day to throw. He's got all day, no pressure. And now he finally gets pressure. He gets the ball off, and it's complete.
Wow.
Right around the 25-yard line, I believe. And he's going to step out of bounds, I think. He's going to stop the clock at 9:53. Just all day to throw. First down, Scottsburg.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback's standing in the backfield. He has no pressure whatsoever. His receivers are running multiple routes out there just trying to get open, and they're getting open, and he's just throwing it to them.
Ball's going to be at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Scottsburg. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers left. They're going to hand off to number 5. He takes it around to the left and then busts it back through the middle and running over Lions, putting them on their back. He's finally brought down, but not after crossing the 10-yard line. It's going to be another first down. Going to make it 1st and goal. About the 8-yard line for Scottsburg. I'll tell you what, Scottsburg's playing tonight. They look like they could beat Silver Creek.
Yeah, this Scottsburg team, they came out ready to play.
They're in the shotgun. There's a snap, looking to pass. It's to the end zone. Yep. Touchdown, Scottsburg. Just a little...
Yeah, I mean, they're not even... Ryan, I'll tell you what, we talked about the DBs getting burnt out there. They matched a corner up with the receiver on the 8-yard line. No middle coverage whatsoever. The kid ran a slant route and was wide open.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. It looks like we're playing Brownstown.
Yeah, it's 21-0, pretty much 15 minutes into the game. Scottsburg's had the ball 3 times. They put it in the end zone 3 times.
Yeah, with horrible starting position. And we keep going 3 and out. So here we go. There's the PAT team. There's a snap. Kicks up. Looks good. So with that, 9:15 left to go here in this first half. Your Lions are having a horrible first half. They trail 21-0 over the Scottsburg Warriors.
Hear every big play, every touchdown, and every win.
Down to the 40. Giving chase. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indiana.
All over Hoosier country. Catch Indiana University football all season long. The Hoosiers open the season against Florida International. Join us Saturday, August 31st. Our coverage begins at 2:30. Right here on your home for Indiana Hoosiers football.
All right, and we are back as the Lions are lining up to receive the kickoff here from the Warriors. Brian, what do you see here that the Lions need to change?
Well, I tell you what we need to change. We need to give them one of them hot tuas and spit on that thing.
I'm telling you.
Get that ball out there, boys.
We got to do something. The Lions defense is looking sluggish right now. They're looking slow, and they if this continues, Ryan, it's going to be 35-0 before halftime.
I mean, we're just flat. Like I said, we are walking around like we're playing Brownstown. And of the first 4 games we play this season, this is our most evenly matched game. There's the kick. It's going to be fielded by, I didn't get a number on that.
It says Ponsford.
Was that Ponsford?
He got his head knocked off.
Didn't hit, he gets tackled down around the 30-yard line. He just stepping, didn't hit that.
Yeah, he got hit hard, too, on that return.
Hey, on a positive note, we haven't turned the ball over yet, so that's a good thing.
That's true. To be fair, we haven't really had it long enough to turn it over, but that is a good outlook at it. The Lions look like they're holding on to the ball a little bit better here.
Hey, life gives you lemons. You got to make lemonade,
I'm telling you.
Here we go, 1st and 10 Lions. Let's see if we can do something now. We trail 21-0. They've got the ball back at their own 29-yard line. Ethan Campbell under center, Dent in motion. Now they're going to put Moore in motion. Pierce Moore, and I don't know who's got the ball.
Looks like Dent. There's a flag on the play. Might be on Scottsburg here. They might have jumped offside.
I think they're going to call an illegal shift on us.
It could be. It is.
It is. Illegal shift. That's what I thought. And 2 guys moving. I don't think that when Dent went in motion, I don't think he sat long enough before Pierce Moore moved. So
yeah, that's a 5-yard penalty there.
Yeah, we're going to move this back, and even Dent doesn't look like he's got like he's not even running like he normally does. I don't. I don't know. Maybe
the whole Lions team they look slow.
Yeah.
They don't look like they want to be here, and that's got to change.
Yes, it does. 1st and 15 Lions are back at their own 29. They trail 21-0. There's a snap, pitch to Dent. It gets hit in the backfield, spins, breaks the tackle, but then gets brought down right at the line of scrimmage for a no gain. He paid for getting it back to the line of scrimmage, I guess.
Yeah, he got hit hard there a couple times. Scottsburg does a really good job of rallying to the ball once they get somebody wrapped up. Most of our run plays here, we've had somebody wrapping us up in the backfield, and by the time we could even break out of that, there's 10 of the other 10 Warriors there making the play.
So 2nd 15 for the Lions. 8:10 left to go in this first half. They trail 21-0. Kimball's going to come under center. They're going to send Dent in motion. There's the snap, and they're going to hand off up the middle.
C.J. Ward, I'm guessing again.
Okay.
Number 20?
Was that 20?
C.J. Ward.
C.J. Ward. He's going to take it up the middle, gets it back just across the original line of scrimmage to bring it, better than I thought. He's going to gain pretty good gain on that. It's going to bring up second.
Yeah, about a 7-yard gain.
7-yard gain, yeah. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 or 8 to go here. And again, another long 3rd down. We're back at our own 26-yard line, and we've got to convert this, or we're going to see Braxton Dean come out to punt again.
Salem, you got to throw the ball here. 2nd and 8 or 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
You haven't been able to run the ball. This has got to be a pass play, and they've got to protect Campbell here.
Well, here we go. Campbell's under center,
and there's a timeout, maybe or a delay game.
We got here. Yep, delay game.
Yep,
on the Lions.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's 2 delay games in the first half. We can't have that, especially in a 3rd and 8 situation.
In their defense, these scoreboard operators, they're not even running the play clock. So, but you should still.
Braxton Dean's lined up ready, and there is not a single other Lion on the line here. He is ready to go.
7:12 left here in this first half. 3rd and 13 for the Lions. They're way back at their own 28-yard line. They trail 21-0. Dent in motion, pitch to Dent. Dent's going to take it around to the right, cuts it up the middle, and he's going to gain about 8 on that. Crosses the original line of scrimmage to bring up 4th and 9, I believe, for the Lions. And there's
about a 5-yard carry there for Dent.
So got our punt team back out there. Another 3 now for the Lions. 6:45 to go. They're going to punt from their own 33. There's the snap. Good kick by Braxton Dean. It's going to hit it midfield and take a Lions roll bounce. And it's going to be downed, it looks like, at the 37-yard line, where Scottsburg will get their 4th possession. They lead 21-0.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated at 812-277-1400 today.
Discounted savings amounts and eligibility.
And we're back here in Scottsburg, where your Lions are having a heck of a time with these Warriors. They trail 21-0. Scottsburg, they're going to pass, and they're going to hit their receiver on a cross route, and it's going to be complete across midfield. Finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Just too easy, Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, the receiver just ran a simple slant route. The quarterback didn't even step after he caught the ball. He caught it, turned, and just tossed it to him. The Lions secondary has got to be better on guarding the receivers here.
There's the snap, and they're going to hand off, and the running back's going to take it left and then bunch it back to the middle, and he's going to get across the line of scrimmage, across the 40, finally brought down almost to the 38-yard line, we'll call it. So it's going to be a 6-yard carry to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Warriors. 5:50 left to go in this first half. They're going to pass again. And they're going to look deep. They're looking deep. Finally, now he's under pressure, but then they got the block he needed. And he gets it off, throws it complete at the 25, and he's going to be wrestled out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. Again, that's just coverage breaking down. The DBs can't keep up with that much. They just got to put pressure on the guy, man.
Yeah, and you can't have that there. The quarterback's throwing the ball 50 yards across the field there to gain 30. And you can't have that. The Lions secondary has got to fix that.
This looks like street football here. You know, there's a snap, and they're going to hand off, take it around to the left. There's a flag on the play.
Back.
He gets about a 10-yard run before he's brought down.
Yeah,
but I believe this one's coming back for a hold, Brandon.
Yep, that one is coming back for sure.
See what the referee has to say. 5:14 left to go here in this first half. Salem's trailing 21-0. Scottsburg's in Salem territory at the down the 20-yard line. But yep, that's going to come back. Big 10-yard penalty. So that'll put the ball back right around the 32-yard line. I'm sorry, the 28-yard line. First and 15 for the Warriors. There's a snap. They're going to look to pass. Again, all day to throw. He's just back here looking. And he's going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a guy. Touchdown, Warriors.
Wow.
Just like that. 28-yard touchdown pass. It's, like I said, Brandon, this is like street ball. Yeah. You know, there's no pressure. It's like when you're a kid and you play a pickup football game. The quarterback just sits there and lets the guy run around, get open, throws it.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about it. The Lions aren't getting any pressure on the quarterback, but these receivers are running great, crisp routes, burning the secondary, and the quarterback's throwing great passes to him. He threw that one right at the pylon. Kid caught it, took one step, and was in the end zone.
28-yard touchdown pass for the Warriors with 5:01 left to go in this the first half. It's the second quarter. There's the PAT team, and he's going to nail that thing through. So with 5:01 left to go in the first half, Salem trails Scottsburg 28-0.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we are back in Scottsburg with a pathetic performance by your Salem Lions. It's horrible. This is the worst I think I've ever seen them play, to be honest with you. I've been doing this 4 years now, and this is horrible.
Yeah, this is rough. So one score I want to talk about here is it looks like Brownstown was beating Pekin 41-0 at halftime.
We were North Harrison there here in a little bit.
North Harrison over Gordon 21-0 in the second, and West Washington 16-6. It looks like at halftime.
Well, and here at Scottsburg, they lead the Lions 28-0, moving the ball way too easy. There's the kick. It's going to be fielded by Seth Posford at the 15-yard line. He's going to run that out to around the 30, where he's going to be brought down. Oh, I'm sorry, that looks like Braxton Dean.
I'm not sure who that was.
It's usually where Posford lines up, but like Dean was the last one up there, so I don't know. So our best starting position of the night now. So I don't see any flags. I said that last time, and we got penalized. Again, we haven't turned the ball over yet, so we've punted every time we've had the ball, but
we have not fumbled. This is the first game by the almost halftime. We have not fumbled all season.
So we worked on that.
So that is an improvement here. Now we just got to work on getting the defense to stop the other team. We might have a pretty good football team here, Ryan.
First and 10 for the Lions. 4:55 left to go. They trail 28-0. They're at their own 30-yard line, and it's going to be a handoff. And they're going to run around to the outside, gets to the line of scrimmage, and then that's Logan Dent, and he's going to gain 1 yard. Never went down before they whistled that dead, but he earned every bit of that 1 yard he gained.
Yeah, he's running hard, not as hard like we talked about. It doesn't look like he's running as hard as we normally see him. However, he has no blocking tonight. He has not had a hole to run through the entire night. I think his longest run so far is 11 yards, and it was on the second drive. But after that, everything's been under pretty much 5 yards, I believe.
Yeah. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Ball's at the Salem 31-yard line. Ethan Campbell in for Maul. Maul's sick, been out. Here's a snap, and he's looking to pass. Under pressure, gets it off, in and out of the hands of Seth Ponsford, which should have been an easy catch. It was right there. So I think Ponsford looked before he had possession of the ball. In and out of his hands. Going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Lions. It'll stop the clock with 4:04 left to go here in this first half.
Ryan, I'm almost scared what happens if Scottsburg touches the ball again this half. I fully believe it'll be 35-0 at halftime if they get the ball back.
That's what I said, man. We're going to be right there with the Eastern team, and they're playing Brownstown. 4:04 left to go in this first half. 28-0, Scottsburg. 3rd and 9 for the Lions. They're throwing 31-yard line. It's a snap, and they're going to hand off, and he gets brought down immediately. Going to lose 3 yards on that play.
Number 20, C.J. Ward there on that one.
So another 3 and out for the Lions. I think our second possession was the only time we were able to get first downs, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got 1 first down, I think. I think we have 1 first down on the game so far.
There's Braxton Dean in the punt, gets a good one away, crosses midfield. Ball takes a Salem bounce, and it's going to roll dead at the 36-yard line with 3:29 left to go here in this first half. Salem trails 28-0.
Get the boys County Tire Call. Big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires, you know, to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving needs. They even got them for your farm machines. You can call them day or night.
And we're back here in Scottsburg. 3:29 left to go in this first half. Salem trails 28-0 over the Warriors. Warriors are going to line up in spread formation. Quarterback in the shotgun. There's the snap, and gets it off over the head of the intended receiver. But we do have a flag down in the backfield. We got a hold on Scottsburg.
Well, that's the first play, I think, the entire game they have went backwards on offense.
So maybe we're going to get something going here with 3:22 left to go. And it'd be like the Kansas City Chiefs, and the officials have our back now, it looks like. They're feeling sorry for us, so.
Did you see that late hit call last night on Mahomes?
I missed the game last night.
Oh, man. Mahomes was going out of bounds. The guy was diving at him. He stepped out. He hit him. He was already in the act of the tackle. At 15 yards, gave him a first down. Actually won the game for him.
God love him. There's a snap, pass over the middle, and another incomplete pass. That was a quick play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 20 for the Warriors. They're back at their own 26-yard line. Stops the clock with 3:15 left to go here in this first half. They have a strong lead over the Lions, 28-0. Going to line up to pass again.
All right, here we go, and the quarterback drops back to pass. He's rushed by the Lions here, and he hits a receiver there, and he's off running. He's at the 40, he's at the 50, and he is brought down, it looks like, about the 47-yard line there. That was a huge gain for the Lions there.
Yeah,
oh, no, it's coming.
Ineligible receiver.
Ineligible man downfield, yeah.
Yeah, that was completed back at the 25. The fans are not happy with that one. But, yeah, he caught that thing back at the 25 and crossed midfield, broke that thing open. So, again, we got the Zebras on our side.
Wow.
I think it's a 10-yarder, isn't it?
I think it's 5.
Is it a 5? Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's also a loss to... Is it still a loss of down?
I'll have to see here. We're showing 2nd down on the...
Okay, I guess not.
Nope.
Wow, they are 2nd and forever.
Yeah. Having shotgun, there's a snap. They're going to look to pass all day to throw. Gets it up. And the receiver slipped and fell. It was intended for number 9 on Scottsburg at the 30-yard line, but he slipped and fell. Incomplete. This is going to be Scottsburg's first 3rd down of the game.
Yeah,
two passes
just about
to go. Let's figure that up, Brandon. How far we got to go here? Let's see.
Well, the first down's at the 46, and it looks like they're at the 26. But that
21.
looks like...
There's 21.
Oh, okay, my fault. So 25 yards to go here?
Yeah.
3rd and 25.
Yeah, I guess the board's actually right. And here we go, looking to pass all day to throw. Finally gets it off to the 30-yard line, complete to number 1, gets to the 40, and he is tackled with about 3 yards to go. Right around midfield. I'm sorry. It's going to be a 4th and 1. So when it was 3rd and 25, now it's 4th and 1 to go for Scottsburg.
I don't know why they wouldn't. You got to go for it here.
Oh, absolutely. They're at midfield.
You haven't been stopped. You go shot yourself in the foot, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they decide to do. He's short.
Yeah, he's about a yard short, half yard actually. Quarterback sneaks, all I do.
I bet it's going to be a run to number 5.
Yeah, they can do anything they want.
Yeah, I bet it's going to be a handoff to number 5 here.
2 minutes to go.
First down.
Yep, tried to get Lions to jump, and they did. They got encroachment on the Lions. First down for Scottsburg. Went from 3rd and 25, big pass play, to 4th and a half a yard. And they got the Lions to jump. So it's 1st and down. First down for the Scottsburg Warriors. 1:50 left to go here in this first half. They're in Salem. Well, no, they're right at midfield at the 50-yard line. They lead 28-0. They're looking to pass. Braxton Dean finally puts some pressure on him. He gets it off, but it's complete at the 35-yard line, and he's going to step out of bounds right as soon as he catches it. They're going to mark it at the 35. So another first down for the Warriors.
Another 15-yard pass play here. Brian, this quarterback might throw for 300 yards tonight. He is well over 100 yards at this point. He's nearing 200 right now.
Well, if you're still with us, we appreciate it. See what second half brings. Here's another pass for Scottsburg.
Again.
It's going to be a little wide receiver screen.
It's a great tackle there.
Yeah. He's still going to gain about 5 yards on that, 4 yards on that. Clock's going to continue to run. We're down to 1:20 left in this first half. Scottsburg's leading 28-0. They're going to call it 4 yards, 2nd and 6. They're already back at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers left. They're looking left to throw. And a wide open receiver, my goodness. And it's complete. He's still on his feet. Finally brought down at around the 15-yard line, Brandon. There was no coverage on him.
No, there was not. And we have seen them throw the ball to that kid a lot. He has not really held on to it super well. But now he held on to that one, and it went for about 17 yards there.
Well, we're down to a minute. Let's see if the Lions can hold them, at least getting into the end zone. Minute to go in this first half. Then we're going to see our first timeout called by Scottsburg with 59 seconds left in this first half. They're on the move to score. They're at their own, or at the Salem 15-yard line. 59 seconds to go. They lead 28-0 over the Lions.
Hear every big play, every touchdown, and every win.
Spins away from it. He's got it wide open for a touchdown.
Jump on the Boilermaker Special. Boiler up, Purdue fans. Purdue opens the season against Indiana State. Join us Saturday, August 31st. Our coverage begins at 11 a.m. right here on your home for Purdue Boilermakers football.
And we're back here at Scottsburg, where they just called their first time out of the half with 59 seconds left. They are threatening to score again. They are at the Salem Lion 15-yard line. They were at one point on this drive, 3rd and 25, and was able to convert that. Let's just see if the Lions can hold it here. There's a snap, handoff to number 5, the running back, takes it around to the right, and actually it looks like Salem's able to stop this guy for only about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Clock's going to continue to run. Down to 40 seconds left.
It looks like about a 2 yard gain there. That's the best defensive play we've seen from the Lions tonight.
Yeah.
You never want your best defensive play to be a stop on a running back of 2 yards, but you got to take it when you can get it, right?
Yep, and we got a whistle here. What we got?
Timeout, maybe? No? What's going on here?
Is it equipment?
I don't know.
They're swapping personnel.
Maybe.
Yeah, it must have been an official's timeout.
Yeah.
They're working on Scottsburg.
Blood, maybe?
Yep, Scottsburg player had a little blood on him. So here we go. 2nd and 9. Here we go. There's a snap. They're looking to pass the end zone. Touchdown over the head. Nice catch by the receiver. 15-yard touchdown pass for the Warriors. Just over the head. It was good defense. I think Shockey was in there covering him, and he was right on to the man, but well-thrown ball, and the receiver went over his head and caught it. It looked like one of those catches that Brishaber.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, but he did the West Washington. Caught it on the guy's head.
Yep, my shoulder was separated, and I couldn't throw the ball all the way to the back corner of the end zone. There is a flag, I think, on Scottsburg. It's probably a celebration penalty. The kid was kind of taunting the Salem kid. But after a catch like that, I'm okay with it, you know. I think celebrating after a catch like that, you got to do it.
Yeah, that's going to move this point after way back.
Hopefully this kid's got a big leg, because this PAT just became about 30 yards here.
Yep. Was that a 15-yarder?
Yeah, I think it was a celebration penalty.
Yeah, 15-yard unsportsmanlike, huh? So, yeah, that's going to move the ball back to the
18-yard line.
Yeah. That's good. Board operator, he's awful.
35-yard PAT here for the Scottsburg.
What I've seen, he can kick it.
He can, but I will tell you what, Ryan, he doesn't have a lot of meat on him. He looks like he's about 5'6", 147 pounds.
Now his PATs look like. Well, we'll find out here. There it is. It's up, and it's going to be...
I think he missed it, right? Yeah, wide left.
Wide right. Or left. You know which way you're looking at it, yeah. It went plenty of distance, but just went to the outside. So I would love to say that will make a difference, but we got another half to play.
And Scottsburg gets the ball out. After the first half. I'm sure Coach Gleason's going to have some very calm things to say to the team at halftime. I can't imagine there being any yelling in that locker room. But the Lions are going to have to do something different in the second half, or this is going to be a 70-point game.
We got 17.5 seconds left to go before halftime. Stick with us. We'll hear some words from Coach Gleason before he goes into the locker room with his team. Yeah.
Hopefully he agrees to it.
Yeah. I told him, if he ever didn't want to talk, if he's mad, just to wave us away, so we'll see.
Yeah. Zoe was already kind of scared about going down there before the game. Now after a 34-point halftime deficit, I'm not sure if he'll have really anything to say to us. So we'll see here.
Yeah, you got any questions for him?
I'm okay.
I'm going to light a fire under their ass, Coach. That's what I'm going to say.
My main question is going to be, are we looking to throw the ball a little bit in the second half? But I think that we'll just skip that one, and I'll let you ask your question.
No, go ahead, Brandon. We're up here. Zoe be the one to get yelled at.
True, yeah.
So here we go. Scottsburg's going to kick her off, and it's going to be a little short high kick. And Adler Cox is going to field it at the 25, and nice little return of about 10 yards. Going to get it out to around the 35-yard line, just shy of it. And it's going to leave us 13 seconds.
I have a feeling we'll probably take a knee and go to halftime. Hopefully not, since we're down 34 points. But I look for Coach Gleason to want to be able to talk to his team, say what he's got to say, and hopefully come back out in the second half and look a little better than they do currently.
Yeah, the Lions trail 34-0.
Brian, when's the last time a Salem team has been down by 30 points at halftime?
Can it not be Brownstown?
I can't even tell you last time it happened against Brownstown.
I know.
I know my freshman year we got beat by pretty bad by Brownstown, but I don't even know if it was 30 points at halftime.
They're out there. They're going to take a knee. That's going to send us into halftime here, and we're going to stick with us, see if we can turn Coach's mic on. I don't see him out there. Stick with us here. We'll get an interview with the coach. I don't even see Zoe out there. Do you?
I saw her on the track over there. They're going to be going right towards her. So I see her over there. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, the rough first half there for the Lions. Just couldn't get anything going. We had one or two first downs that whole first half.
putting it on.
Okay. Trying to.
But he is kind of,
real staticky.
Yeah.
Where are they?
He's right under the play clock.
Yeah, they need to. Can you hear us?
Wait,
Coach?
there we go. There we go.
Coach, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh boy, Coach, how do you come out second half and turn that around? We were just flat.
We can't. I mean, we got sophomores, a lot of sophomores, even a couple freshmen out there. We got 4 or 5 starters that are out on offense and defense. So, we just got to survive, and we did some good things. Penalties that hurt us a little bit, but we got to do a little bit better job on our pass coverage. We got a lot of rookies back there, and we got to do a little bit better job.
Yeah, well, thanks, Coach, and we'll be back after the game.
Wow, apologies to all those out there who just got blasted in their ears with all the static.
Yeah.
But it's kind of tough with that, where Coach Gleason's a little bit ways away from us. But as we head to halftime here, as Salem trails the Scottsburg Warriors 34-0, and we will be back shortly with our halftime kind of conversation here.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for a touchdown of savings? It's football season, and we're kicking off the biggest sale of the year at John Jones Auto Group. Whether you're tailgating or heading to the big game, we've got the perfect ride for you. From sporty SUVs to family-friendly minivans, every vehicle is priced to win. Plus, enjoy unbeatable trade-in deals, 0% financing, and available service contracts that keep you covered long after the final whistle. So why wait? Gear up for greatness with John Jones Auto Group. We're your winning team for the best cars and deals around. Visit us today at one of our 4 convenient locations, Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon, or check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, John Jones Auto Group. You see so many because they paid so little. John Jones supports our Salem Lions. Good luck tonight, and go team.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, last Friday night, opening night for high school football, weather was great, crowds were huge, seemed like all in all a tremendous night.
Oh, it was, Coach. I mean, it was the first chapter in the high school football story for this year, and it was. I mean, we received a lot of information back. Our staff was out across the state watching games, and, it's that time-honored tradition that local community does every year, and it turns the lights on for the first football game, and people showed up. And as the teams, they say, then they showed out. We're still a few weeks away from knowing who's going to be, really good and who's got a good chance of making it to Lucas Oil Stadium, the home of the Colts. But, again, it was just a phenomenal night.
One of those nights where 2 number 1s go down to defeat. Not something that happens very often, but we have to underscore the fact that it is the first week. There's some really good football teams, and coaches still aren't really sure exactly where they are and what they have, and that's why we talk about that concept of making improvement from game 1 to game 2 as being one of the most important weekends of the year.
Oh, that's exactly right. I have a brother that's an assistant coach down in southern Indiana at the old alma mater at North Posey, and and they won their football game, but that staff immediately went to work when that game was over with that night, dissecting film, communicating. Then they got their kids in, looked at them on Saturday, got them all, make sure that all their health checks were done. But then they went right back to work in the coach's office on Sunday, and they're putting together a game plan, finding ways that they can improve. And it was just that effort made, and it's incredible the amount of work, but the passion our adults have in working with our student athletes and trying to give them the best possible opportunity to win a football game and succeed on the field and meet their goals.
We're talking with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and Paul, something that I paid attention to, and I know you do, but the weather was great, which meant you had big crowds, and the importance of that is hard to underscore, hard to state for people. You're financing an entire athletic program oftentimes off what the revenue from football is. So the better the weather, the more tickets you sell, the more money you make. Those tickets are incredibly important for you to support the student athletes in your community, and we're hopeful that we can have similar weather throughout this football season.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we want to, we're chasing a little heat this week, make sure we keep our kids hydrated and following proper protocols. But, it's going to cool down a little bit towards the end of the week. And, yeah, it is so important for people just to show up and go watch a football game and support. And it doesn't have to be football. It can be anything that's going on at the high school that week, whether it be volleyball, boys or girls soccer. And it's just the purity of high school students participating for their school. And you got to get out there and watch them. And it's fun to watch the game, but it's really about providing resources for schools to develop kids that are going to give back to their communities in many ways through the rest of their lives. And it's just so important. And it all starts with going out and watching the game.
We also have, obviously, our fall sports in full swing. It's a great time of the year, and it's fantastic to be on these campuses of our schools watching and being a part of what's happening with the fall sports programs.
Absolutely, Coach. I enjoy it so much to get out there and watch what goes on in these communities. And, again, it's part of the fabric of this great state and the state of Indiana, because an education-based athletic system still matters here. And not all the states across this country can say that.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Get out to a ball game, support the student athletes in your community, and make sure sportsmanship is your number one goal. Do it and do it the right way. Commissioner, great to spend time with you as always. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Coach, and thank you for promoting this great sporting world of Indiana across your radio network.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Drag racers, modern-day gladiators, pitting themselves against 300-pound grinding steel, battling each other in the power of 11,000 horses that run hot, risking it all for the thrill of the championship. Join us September 27th through 29th for the NHRA Midwest Nationals at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Join us for a weekend of action. Kids 12 and under get in free and general admission. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Discover Downstate Illinois.
Get the Boys County Tire call. Big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires, to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving means. They even got them for your farm machine. You can call them day or night. The Boys County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service all. The Boys County Tire.
Now through September 2nd, buy 4 eligible Bridgestone tires and get $70 back by mail on a Bridgestone Visa prepaid card. Get up to $140 when you use your CFNA credit card. Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. Subject to credit approval, restrictions apply. See BridgestoneRewards.com for details.
Big and small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Papa John's is bringing back their New York-style pizza for a limited time only for only $10.99. The oversized pizza has 8 big, foldable slices with just the right balance of crust and toppings. You'll feel like you're having a slice of pizza on the streets of New York, but without the traffic. Order one today online or with your Papa John's app, or call the Salem location at 812-883-3369. Each New York pizza is just $10.99 for a one-topping pie. The New York-style pizza is a classic that reigns supreme, so they are excited to offer customers this foldable crust favorite made with fresh, never frozen dough. Remember, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Order one today at 812-883-3369. Let's get on our feet and give a big hand to the starting lineup at McDonald's here in Salem. The quarter pounder is coming on the field. Filet-O-Fish and those golden delicious fries are warming up on the sideline. And now for the feature star of the night, the Big Mac. You'll score every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their all-day breakfast menu or value menu. Download the McDonald's app and you can get great deals on delicious tastes all day long. You'll score every time with the wife and kids when you make a touchdown at the Golden Arches right here in Salem. And don't forget, McDonald's has gift cards so you can give that great fresh taste all season long.
The City of Salem Parks and Recreation Department is planning activities for your children and will have several events and opportunities this fall and winter. And don't forget to take advantage of our facilities at DePaul Park and Riley's Place Playground. Shelters are available to reserve by calling the office at 812-883-2895. There is an outside grill, picnic tables, and 4 basketball goals. Community Park on Salem's east side has a variety of activities, from basketball and tennis to skateboarding, and it's also the location for t-ball games, youth baseball, and adult softball leagues almost every evening and weekend. If you would like to reserve a field, please contact the Parks Department. Also, there is playground equipment, a covered shelter and picnic area, and volleyball and a basketball court at Elizabeth Street Park. For additional information, call Tom Foltz at 812-883-2895 or stop by his office in City Hall.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance.
When the forecast calls for cheese ball size tail insurance.
Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923.
Hear every big play, every touchdown, and every win.
Spins away from it. He's got a man wide open for a touchdown.
Jump on the Boilermaker Special. Boiler up, Purdue fans. Purdue opens the season against Indiana State. Join us Saturday, August 31st. Our coverage begins at 11 a.m. right here on your home for Purdue Boilermakers football. Hear every big play, every touchdown, and every win.
40, giving chase. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indiana.
All over Hoosier country. Catch Indiana University football all season long. The Hoosiers open the season against Florida International. Join us live this Saturday. Our coverage begins at 2:30 right here on your home for Indiana Hoosiers football.
Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property line? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860. Providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
Do you wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Joint replacement at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine makes it easier than you think. Schneck is proud to be one of the first in the region to offer Mako robotic arm-assisted joint replacement surgery. This latest advancement transforms the way joint replacements are performed. Mako allows your surgeon to provide you with a personalized surgical experience based on your specific diagnosis and anatomy. This means less soft tissue damage and greater bone preservation, less blood loss, less pain, fewer days in the hospital, and faster recovery. Taking a walk, riding a bike, and playing with your grandchildren. These are just a few of the simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at Schneck, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at SchneckOrtho.com.
right, and we are back out here at Scottsburg, where the Lions trail the Warriors 34-0. Got about 2.5 minutes here until the second half kicks off. I think we're going to step away, take a commercial break here, and we will be back here in just 1 second.
Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property line? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860. Providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
And we are back here in Scottsburg. We got about a minute to go before we get the second half underway. If you're just joining us, it's been a horrible first half for the Lions, who have prone with illness and injuries. Got a lot of underclassmen playing, and they trail 34-0 over the Scottsburg Warriors.
Brian, one thing to note in that first half, the Lions defense didn't play well. The quarterback threw for 268 yards and 4 touchdowns. And
we're talking Scottsburg, right?
Yeah, Scottsburg quarterback. And the running back, number 5, the Shuck kid, had 152 yards on the ground. So just from those two alone, it looks like the Scottsburg Warriors had about 420 yards of offense in the first half between two kids.
Yeah.
And you can't really win a game when you're giving up 400 yards of offense in the first half.
We're just talking to Coach Motzinger during halftime, which we're so thankful he's still with us, because he's the glue that holds this family together. You know, he's like that grandma family, get-togethers, And we're just so thankful to have Coach Motzinger with us. And we were talking to him at halftime, and we kind of said it a little bit in the pregame show. We're still, next year, we're going to start seeing a little bit different. We got some talent coming up. We're going to have more upperclassmen. And then the year after, I think that's going to be the start of our shining year.
Yeah, when we can get this sophomore class we have now, Logan Dent and them, when they're seniors and they'll have all the kids underneath them, and there will be a class that has played with Coach Gleesing for the entirety of their career. I believe that's the first class, correct? That's played with him the entirety of their career?
Yeah, that'll
freshman
be...
through graduation?
Yes. Logan Dent's class, yeah.
When you get a coach, when you get a group that's played with the same coach for 4 years in a row, it's a lot. It helps a lot. Builds a little bit more team morale, and the kids know what the coach expects a little bit more.
Yeah, we said we got 7 seniors, and 3 of the 7, that's like 49%, I think is what it figures up to be.
Yeah.
Is out with injuries or illness, and stick with us. I don't look for a lot to change. I'd like to see us get some points on the board, but we trail 34-0. Here we go. We're kicking off Scottsburg to start this second half. It's going to be a pretty nice kick, filled at the 15-yard line.
Probably the wrong kid to kick the ball.
Yeah, number 5 gets it. He got a lot of green, gets around the 40, 50, cuts it back to the inside, breaks a tackle, and still on his feet to the 30. He's going to break this one. He's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown, Scottsburg on the opening kickoff for second half. I saw Lions out there, didn't even know where the ball was. The guy was right behind him, and so that's going to be, an 85-yard touchdown returning field at the 15, Brandon. That's 85 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and like I said, it's probably the wrong kid to kick the kickoff to. He had 152 yards rushing in the first half. He's not easy to bring down, and he had a full head of momentum from the moment he picked the ball up to the moment he stopped in the end zone. But, that gives the Lions almost the entire second half with the ball here. 18 seconds in, and they're getting the ball back. So hopefully they can put one in here, Ryan, and stop this before it gets even worse than it already is.
Point after is up, and it's good. Yep. So with 11:42 left to go in the third quarter, the Lions will get a quick score of on a kickoff return, 85-yard. We're just going to stick with you. We had a long halftime, Aaron.
We'll go over some scores real quick. West Washington is leading Mitchell 28-6 at the end of the third. The last update I got on Brownstown was they were up over Eastern 64-0 in the fourth quarter. Looks like Brownstown could be pretty good. That's where the Lions travel to next week.
No, they come to us.
Or they come to us. That's what I meant. Yep, I apologize for that. North Harrison was over Corden 35-14 in the second, and Floyd Central over Silver Creek 12-0 in the second.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 rough weeks, it sounds like, for the Lions. Next week we'll have our second home game. Out and cheer on your Lions. It's like Ponsford and can't tell if the other one is back there to receive. It's usually it's number 7, Moore.
Yep.
Karis Moore back deep to receive at the 10-yard line.
They've been kicking this kicker's been kicking the ball short. So let's see if they kick it back to Adler Cox like he did in the last couple kickoffs of the first half.
There we go, and it's going to be a kicker over Adler's head, fielded by Ponsford. Ponsford gets it at the 30-yard line and gets wrapped up at the 35 and wrestled down. Not much blocking going on out there for Ponsford. So the Lions will have their first possession of this second half with 11:34 left in the third. They trail 41-0. Again, we're just stricken with a lot of injuries and illness on a lot of the key spots, the skilled positions, even the line, with no adult now. That's a big one. And see if we can't get something going this second half.
Yeah, the Lions offense is going to have to get going here. They may just play clock management here, try to keep the loss at a minimum. But this is a good time for the Lions to get some practice in here.
There we go. We're going to send Karis Moore in motion, and looks like we're going to hand it off. So it doesn't go anywhere. In fact, we lose yards. I can't tell who the ball carrier was. It's like, that was Logan Dent. Was the ball carrier. He's going to lose a yard on that play to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Lions. Got the ball back at our own 32-yard line. We trail 41-0. If you're just joining us, Scottsburg, it's been all Scottsburg. They have played like, they're definitely not playing like an 0-2 team, I can tell you that.
No, and that was one of the things I kind of worried about before the game. They're back at home, and it's a pitch to Dent.
He's going to take it around the outside. He has room. It quickly closes, and he's going to gain. That's a pretty good gain of about 7-8 yards on that play. Get across the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up, it looks like 3rd and 5, so a nice run for Dent.
But yeah, this is one of the things I worried about before the game. Scottsburg hasn't been at home this season. They've lost 2 games. Obviously, the North Harrison game, we've seen North Harrison play, but they looked flat the first time we saw them. I haven't seen Madison play. I don't believe you have either this year. But the Scottsburg team looks very good right now.
Here we go, 3rd and 6. Ball's at the Lion 32-yard line. Ethan Campbell under center. There's the snap. He's going to look to pass, drops back, access time, gets it all, throws it complete at the 30-yard line to, I think that was Braxton Dean. Nice catch for a first down for the Lions. Way to start that his first drive out of the second half.
Yeah, that's one of the few first downs the Lions have had tonight. I think they total have gotten 2 first downs tonight. And who would have thought they would have done it throwing? Because they haven't really thrown the ball a whole lot, but we have thrown it a little bit more than normal here tonight, and that's kind of has been required.
1st and 10 Lions. They're going to be at the 43-yard line. They're on 43. They're going to hand the ball off. He's going to take it around to the outside and gets tackled after a gain of about 6, crosses the 45-yard 45-yard line to the 47 where they're going to spot him down. Couldn't tell.
It was Logan Dent.
Was that Dent
Yep,
again?
Another
Okay.
4-yard carry there for Dent.
So that'll bring up second short for the Lions. Moving the ball well. Braxton Dean's coming in with the play from the sideline.
It'll be interesting, Ryan, to see if Scottsburg comes back out with their varsity offense here.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Ethan Campbell, the sophomore, starting in from all under center. Send Dent in motion. There's a snap, pitch to Dent. Dent takes it around to the right, gets to the line of scrimmage, gets across, just barely across it before he's run out of bounds after about a 1 or 2 yard gain. They're going to give him about 3 yards, looks like. So
I think he gained 1, maybe?
I thought it looked like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think he gained 1.
Going to bring up 3rd and
5, I think. 3rd and right at 5?
Like 3rd. Looks like 3rd and 4.5, maybe. So we're going to still be just on our side of the field at the 50, at the 47. Campbell under center. There's a snap, handoff Logan Dent, I'm sorry, and he is going to be wrapped up right when he gets the ball and taken down for a loss. You were midfield. I say, go for it here.
I mean, what do you have to lose at this point? You're down 41 points.
Yeah.
You got to go for it.
Yeah. 7:30 left to go here in this third quarter. Salem trails 41-0. It's 4th and 7. They're back at their own 46-yard line, so basically midfield. And we're able to convert a first down that last series of plays. The pass, he's going to scramble out of the pocket, under pressure, gets the ball off, and I believe it falls incomplete at around the 50-yard line where Scottsburg will take over on downs, and they will have their best starting field position of the game so far. They're already in Salem territory at the Lion 46-yard line.
And it looks like they're bringing their starters back onto the field. I bet they'll play them through the third quarter probably. Like Mott's talked about, you don't want to waste kids' quarters here.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I bet they'll play them through the third. Probably just hand the ball off a lot and keep this into the fourth so that way they can get their JV kids in.
Yeah, come out. And Scottsburg will visit Salem on Monday. The JV team will play. I believe that's a 6 o'clock kickoff. There's a handoff at the middle, and he gets wrapped up after about a 3-yard gain. Nice stop by the Lions. Looks like Braxton Dean was the initial tackler on that play.
Number 3, we haven't seen him run the ball the entire game.
Nope. Different back.
We've seen him catch a touchdown earlier, but we have not seen him run the ball.
And the ball's going to be placed down at the 44-yard line. Salem. 5:50 left to go in this third quarter. There's the snap. It's a low snap. Handoff to number 3. He's a new back. He's being chased from the blind side, but he outruns him. Turns the corner, gets to the secondary where he's ran out of bounds by Peyton Shockey right around the 34-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, about another gain of 10 yards there for number 3.
If you're just joining us, about every 2 plays, Scottsburg is getting a first down on us. 5:20 left to go here in the third. Salem trails 41-0. This impressive-looking Scottsburg team will line up in shotgun formation. There's a snap, and they're going to hand off up the middle. Huge hole, and he is going to cross the 30-yard line before he's dropped at the 28-yard line. Nope, 29-yard line is where they're going to spot the ball. 5 minutes to go. Nice little run for Scottsburg. A 5-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 5. With 4:45 left in the third.
Yeah, the Scottsburg, like we kind of expected, they slowed it down here.
Yeah, and then another handoff to number 3. And he's going to be wrapped up by number 71 of the Lions, and he drags him across the first down marker. Drug him about 3 yards for a first down. Let's see, 71, that's one we don't call a lot. Nice tackle by him. Looks like that was Drake Cottrell for the Lions, sophomore, 5'8", 185.
Clock should be continuing to run through the rest of this game.
Yeah, we're going to have a run clock.
Unless the Lions score a touchdown and Scottsburg does not score the rest of the game.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 4 minutes left to go. 1st and 10. Scottsburg and they're going to fake the handoff, goes to the receiver to the left side, and he's going to be brought down immediately. Nice defense by the Lions. No gain. Number 14 was the tackler for the Lions. And that's going to be Lenny.
I'm not sure who that receiver was over there. Looked like number... Is that a 1?
I didn't catch a number. I was looking at the Salem player that made the tackle. There's a nice...
Number 6, actually.
So that...
Lost a yard.
Yeah, going to actually lose a yard and bring up second 11. Ball's at the 25-yard line, looking to pass again. Gets the ball off. Almost intercepted by Peyton Shockey. Is over off the hands of the intended receiver for Scottsburg, number 6, it looks like, and it almost intercepted by Peyton Shockey.
Yeah,
if he'd 25.
If he'd have been a step closer there, Ryan, that would have been the first turnover of the game.
Yeah, we haven't had any turnovers.
Both of these teams had turnover problems all year so far, and they hadn't had any tonight.
3rd and 11 for the Warriors. They're going to get a pass off wide open. Number 13 at the 15, and he's going to get a touchdown. 25-yard touchdown pass for Scottsburg. Add that score up to 47-0 over the Lions before the PAT.
Yeah, that's just, something we've seen him do all night, just a little drop with a quick slant. He's running right open down the middle of the field, caught it, and just pretty much got to trot into the end zone.
Textbook play. Yeah, it was just nice little slant route over the middle and wide open. And able to get that thing in for a 25-yard touchdown pass. PAT team's out. Quick third quarter. We're already down to 2:39. There's the snap, hold, and the kick is up. And it looks good. So with that, 2:39 left to go in the third quarter. Salem trails the Scottsburg Warriors 48-0 here at the third quarter.
The world's biggest bourbon and music festival, Bourbon and Beyond 2024. A perfect blend of bourbon, culinary, and music with Zach Bryan, Dave Matthews Band, Tyler Childers, Dave, and Louisville Zone, my morning jacket. Milky Jets and more. September 19th through 22nd in Louisville, Kentucky. Single day and weekend passes, camping and hotel packages. On sale now at bourbonandbeyond.com.
And we're back. There's a kickoff fielded by Ponsford. Oh, he's able to field it. I'm wrestling around there for it. He kind of muffed it a little bit before he got a hold of it. Brandon, here's the only thing I got to say about this game. It's 2 minutes left in the third. We trail 48-0.
I hate to say this, but I don't think we got the tools here to pull this off.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, Ryan. That one repeats apparently. I don't know. I think, with a quick touchdown here, a stop on defense, the Lions are right back in this. That cuts the deficit to 40 points because we don't have a kicker, so we're going to expect to get the 2 points. Just a couple more touchdowns, and we're back in this game, Ryan.
Brandon, I've got a nice piece of oceanfront property in Arizona for sale if you're interested in it. You being a car salesman.
Yeah.
I would probably say you finally posted all your sales.
Yeah,
I was getting worried that you was going to be at the soup kitchen because I haven't seen many posted sales.
Yeah.
And looks like you had about 4 sales last month or so, right?
I had about 6.
Yeah.
It was a slow month. It's been slow again this month. I have about 0 times that this month.
Well,
so
come on down, see Brand Corbin at the Salem John Jones.
Let me hook you up, get you in your next ride. We've got some nice ones on the lot. But yeah, that oceanfront property in Arizona, Ryan, I might be interested in that.
You and Zoe would love it.
I'm sure. Is it on the ocean, or is it a little bit off? Or
well, you get the ocean breeze. I'll just put it to you that way. Okay, not too close to where you got to worry about flood insurance. Which you can call Pep Meyer and or Rodney Bruff there. So that first play for the Lions was a pass intended for, I think that was Braxton Dean. It was incomplete. We're down to 50 seconds left. Second down and 10 for the Lions. It's going to hand off, and it goes nowhere. I believe that was a no gain.
I think it was Logan Dent again on the carry. Dent probably doesn't know what to do. Ever since I've started watching him play, I've never seen him not consistently gain 4 or 5 yards on his carries. I think tonight he's probably averaging about 1 or 2 yards a carry.
Yeah, that's not like it's usually 6 or 7 an average. That was a no gain on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Lions. And I look for the fourth quarter. I know we're trying to save our JV players so they can play on Monday, which again, that's at 6 o'clock at Salem. We'll battle Scottsburg. Come out and see. We tied Silver Creek last week, 6-6. Very proud papa, my son Ethan Larimore. They call Larry. Caught a buzzer beater right at the last second into the end zone for it was like a 10-yard reception from Adler Cox was the quarterback. It was an exciting game. That was all defense too. The varsity game, it was all offense, and the Silver Creek game last week, which was on Saturday, when the JV played, it was all a defensive game, only 6-6, ended with a tie.
Yeah, I talked to your oldest son, Zach, about that, and I told him that it looks like Ethan already can catch better than he could have. For those of you that were there, you probably remember. For those of you that weren't, I was throwing a pass to Zach in middle school at Paoli, and he was running down the sideline, and the ball bounced right off his face mask after it went through his hands. He would have been in the end zone, but, it looks like it's good to know that Ethan got the hands of the family.
I will say, you remember, I think it was at East Washington, I think we were the Colts, and that was the year we went to the championship, and you threw a pass. It was a slant route to Zach across. We were like at the 25, 30-yard line, and it just landed right in his breadbasket, and he ran that thing in for a touchdown. I remember even the Eastern coach came over and said, "Oh, that was one of the most beautiful."
Yeah.
It looked good. I mean, and this was youth league, so. But I'm very excited. He had 1 interception to that game. So, come on out Monday and support your Lions JV team. Here we go. It's 3rd and 10 for the Lions. They're throwing 21. Salem looks to throw. Campbell's on the run. He's running around to the left, gets the ball off, and it's complete.
Yeah, it's pass interference.
And we got a pass interference. It's going to be back just across the original line of scrimmage. It was.
No, that's going to be a first down.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was 3rd and 10. Yeah, that should be a. Which, regardless, we got pass interference. It was completed. It looked like a Braxton Dean. Yeah,
there was a couple. I don't think it didn't get caught.
Oh, okay.
There was 2 Salem receivers on the sideline. Ethan threw it over there, and the Scottsburg DBs tackled the receivers before the ball got there.
What's going on?
They don't.
Oh, there we go. They're assessing the penalty now. Yeah, we had a pass interference, so that'll move it for a first down for the Lions. Should be a 15-yarder. That'll move the ball up to the 36-yard line, it looks like. So we'll keep our drive alive with 11 minutes exactly left to go here in this game. You said third quarter went so quick because it's a running clock.
Yep.
Lions trail 48-0.
They're slingshotting stuff into the stands over here.
Campbell under center. Hand off up the middle to Ward, number 20. And he...
Oh, look out, Dan.
Gets finally wrestled down. He was refusing to go down. And gets brought down. I think they're going to do forward progress at the 40-yard line. I think that was...
C.J. Ward.
C.J. Ward. Yeah, there's C.J. and... Jay.
I'm surprised. I do know the quarters thing. I think you get 5 quarters a week, I believe. So I'm kind of surprised the Lions haven't put their JV in yet. I'd want to keep these starters safe.
Yeah.
I fully look for Scottsburg to have probably all of their JV in. I see some of their starters over here on the sidelines. So maybe Salem will make that transition here.
2nd and 6 for the line. They're at the 40-yard line. There's a handoff. Dent takes it around to the right, has a nice hole, and he gets hit hard, helmet to helmet. There was no flag on the play. He just shot.
I think he got the first down.
Yep, I believe he did. Well, which one of these guys are we looking at here?
I believe.
Yep, they're moving the chains. First down. Nice run by Logan Dent. That was a scary hit. Hit him in the...
He right in the face mask.
Yeah, it kind of snapped his head back. We had front row seats to that one.
I'll tell you what, Ryan, we're putting a drive together here.
Okay. Just 9:30 left to go here in this game. Scottsburg leads 48-0 to the Lions. First down. They're at their own 47-yard line. Ready to punch the ball over to Scottsburg territory. Pitch to Logan Dent. Dent takes it around to the left, cuts it back up the middle, running over players. He gets across the line. He gets to the 40. He's to the 25, 20, 15. Boy, he's brought down. Nice play, Logan Dent. That was all him. He was running over his own players on that play.
Yeah, I watched him run over Ethan Campbell. Ethan got up a little slow, and then he also ran over a lineman on the Lions. Two of his lead blockers he just kind of shoved out of the way. It was a great run from Dent. That's the best play we've seen from Salem tonight. But it's nice to see Dent still running hard, down 48 points here.
Yeah, that's 10, 20.
I think he's right at the 15.
30. It's about a 32-yard run, it looked like. So nice run for Dent. So here we go. First and 10 Lions. 8:30 left to go here in this game. We trail 48-0. Ethan Campbell under center. Dent's going to be in motion. Pitch to Dent again. He's going to take it around the left. Nice hole. Two lead blockers. Got all kinds of room. Punches it out to the outside. And he turns the corner. And he's going to score a touchdown. Salem Lions. Their first score of the game. Nice little touchdown run for the Lions. Logan Dent come on here in the fourth quarter. Two big plays.
I'll tell you what, Ryan, we talked about it. They put a drive together. They got in the end zone here. We'll see if the defense can come out and get a stop.
That was good execution, that play. We had two lead blockers, nice hole, and Dent just followed behind him. And we're actually kicking a PAT. Braxton Dean makes it.
Wow.
So with that, 7:40 left to go here at Scottsburg. Brandon is right. We've got a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback, Ryan. Let's take a commercial break here from some of our sponsors we have not heard from yet.
That was good. They said it was good. They didn't update the board. Yeah, 48-7, 7:37 left to go here in this game.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for a touchdown of savings? It's football season, and we're kicking off the biggest sale of the year at John Jones Auto Group. Whether you're tailgating or heading to the big game, we've got the perfect ride for you. From sporty SUVs to family-friendly minivans, every vehicle is priced to win. Plus, enjoy unbeatable trade-in deals, 0% financing, and available service contracts that keep you covered long after the final whistle. So why wait? Gear up for greatness with John Jones Auto Group. We're your winning team for the best cars and deals around. Visit us today at one of our 4 convenient locations, Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon, or check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, John Jones Auto Group. You see so many because they paid so little. John Jones supports our Salem Lions. Good luck tonight. And go team.
Gotta get excited, you know.
I'm telling you, Ryan.
We just scored 7-48. 7 minutes left to go in this game.
Unfortunately, the kickoff did go out of bounds. But, yeah, like Ryan said, we got in the end zone.
Yeah.
So Logan Dent got another rushing touchdown on the season, padding the stats a little bit with some extra yards. Had a couple big runs in a row there, carried the ball for about 40-something, about 47 yards, 2 plays in a row. That's a pretty good drive there from the Lions, best one we've seen from them tonight.
Yeah, really good, actually.
Gives us good hopes for the JV game Monday night because that was against the JV defense, so it looks like they're a little bit weaker than the varsity team.
Yeah. Like I said, stick with us, guys. Next couple of years, I mean, we say this a lot, but we're serious. The Lions' next couple of years are really going to turn it on here. So just got to keep Coach Gleasing. Here's a little quick pass by the Scottsburg to the outside. He breaks one tackle, and he's able to stay in bounds and finally gets wrestled down just across the first down marker, gain of about 12. We got a late flag. Looks like we're going to have an unsportsmanlike conduct play, I believe, on this play. Let's see which way it goes. Does it go personal foul? Looks like they're pointing towards the Lions. Personal foul, face mask on the Lions. So at 15,
Depends.
Yeah, depends. It's the 5 and 15.
Brian, one thing I want to point out is the quarterback that just came in is a 6'2 junior who weighs 235 pounds.
You know, their junior class here at Scottsburg is just
impressive. Yeah. They've got a good junior class. I mean, you've got a backup quarterback who is a junior and only has touched the field so far, when the JV was in.
Yeah. So that was going to be the 15-yard penalty. It's going to be across in Salem territory there at the 37, handoff to a little bitty guy. And he's going to take it around to the left, get some green, and runs that thing for about 13 yards before he's knocked out of bounds right around the 25-yard line.
And he is not scared of contact either. That looks like number 85, a 5'8", 140-pound freshman. And I'll tell you what, he lowered his shoulder, and he was not scared of that contact there.
Yep, looked like, actually, I always say how little he is, but it looks like Noah Deaton,
unfortunately, there's, I'm guessing, a holding.
Yeah. Looks like there's a hold. That's why he was running so good. He ran like Deaton does. He should have him back next week, I would assume. I don't know if you bring him back for the Brownstown game or if we're just going to throw that one away. But got to keep him healthy because their second half of the season, like I said, our odds are a little bit better than.
Yeah, you got to put him back. You know, he's been a week out of the flow of the game. I know his head hurt pretty bad. So hopefully he gets over that by next week and can come back healthy.
So that'll negate that first down. That'll be, the penalty and the first down. There's another hand off that little feller.
And there's going to be 15 yards right there on Noah Lee. The running back ran out of bounds. He grabbed him and threw him onto the track.
So, looking like what?
Yeah,
what'd I do?
Yeah, that was pretty blatant there. He was behind the line of Scottsburg players over here on the sideline. That's just a stupid 15-yard penalty that you don't need to get there. Unfortunately, it happened.
What in the world are y'all doing?
I think they're starting to lose their cool. You know?
Yeah, and you can't.
You gotta play with some class.
Yeah, you can't have that, especially when you're down 41 points. You can't have losing your head and stuff like that. But we talked about John Jones. Noah Lee is currently interning at John Jones to learn the business side of things.
Well, good place to do it.
Yeah, see so many because they paid so little.
Always had good experiences at John Jones Automotive Group. Here we go. Scottsburg has got the ball. 1st and 10. That really moves the ball down after that penalty. They're down inside the 25-yard line. The Lions. A pass over the head of Zach Larimore, who almost intercepted it.
You mean Ethan Larimore?
Ethan Larimore. And we were talking about Zach earlier. But it's complete, and he is going to be inside the 10-yard line before he has brought down that receiver. Did you see how high?
Ethan was he was about 6 inches there from scoring his first varsity touchdown.
I didn't even know he was in there. I thought it was Braxton Dean, as high as he got, because he built about like Braxton. Braxton got a little bit more meat on him, but about the same height.
Yeah, if Ethan would have intercepted that, I think he'd have been running into the end zone down here, scoring 6 points.
So here we go. Scottsburg line up in the shotgun. 1st and goal.
And there goes the quarterback.
He's going to run it, and he's going to be tackled in the end zone for a touchdown.
Is he in?
Yeah, that was a touchdown. So they're going to add. They still haven't updated that board. I know they said that PAT was good.
It was. I'm going to step around here and ask real quick, just make sure we're not lying to everybody at home.
Okay.
But I will be right back. Zoe's going to be on the air and see what she has to say.
Zoe is our halftime and after the game reporter, which, speaking of which, you're going to have to get ready to go down there here in a minute. She goes down and talks to Coach Gleasing. How are you liking this radio stuff here, Zoe?
Oh, it's interesting, to say the least.
Now, you just switched jobs, too. You were down at Wayne's Barbershop. Now, where are you at?
I am at Adrian Brooks Salon and Spa over behind the fire department there in Salem.
And there's the PAT, no good. It's a low-line drive. So, looks like the final score, we got 1:30 left. It's going to be 54-7. Scottsburg's obviously going to win this thing. Thank you, Zoe. Appreciate it. She's got to hit the road and go down and see Coach Gleasing, who will be with us after the game.
Yeah, I did get confirmation. Well, not really confirmation. I just kind of told them to put it up there. But they said that, they said one ref said it was good, one ref said it was no good. Motts and I confirmed that it was good for him, so we did fix it for him.
Oh, okay, good. But you should have had him put a 5 in front of that 7.
Yeah, I know. We could have made it 57-54 Lions. Maybe stop the running clock. We'd have had us a game here, Ryan. Got a final from the West Washington game. West Washington beats Mitchell 35-6.
Congratulations, Dub.
Brownstown beats Pekin 62-0. And see if I can get that North Harrison Corden game. Of course, that's a big Harrison County matchup down there.
54-7 here at Scottsburg. Your Lions are getting schooled tonight by these Scottsburg Warriors. Again, Lions been stricken with injuries and illness this week.
Last update I had, North Harrison 35-14 over Corden, and Floyd Central 19 to Silver Creek 14.
Kickoff. And who was that?
Logan Dent.
Logan Dent has got the ball. He takes it around to the left. He's got Green. That's the wrong guy to kick it to. He's on the sideline. He's going to take this one. Got one man to beat.
Oh,
the kicker got down at the 30-yard line. Nice return by Logan Dent. I didn't see that kicker back there until the last minute, and he just had one man to beat, and he would have took that to the house.
Yeah, that would have been another exciting play for the Lions here inside the last 5 minutes of the game. But yeah, as a player in this situation, you're getting beat by 47 points. You're probably going to end up getting beat as the clock runs down by 40 at least points. You just got to flush this game out of your mind, move into next week, be ready to go against Brownstown, and you can't let the fact that Brownstown's been beating everybody by 50 points deter you from wanting to go out there and play the best game you can.
Well, here we go. Let's see if Ethan Larimore is going to catch a pass here. The ball's at the Scottsburg 29-yard line, and they're going to pitch it to
27.
Number 20.
27, Bert Engler.
For the
Engler?
Yeah.
Number 27, Bert Engler. He's a freshman, 5'8", 145 pounds. We're going to have to put some muscle on him before he gets up there.
Yeah, they're young. He was able to get about a 4-yard run on that, bring up 2nd 6, and that's going to end it here. We're down to 10 seconds, and they're lining up at the 50, where the Lions get their second loss, move on to 1-2 on this season. 54-7, Scottsburg moves on with the same score. I'm getting a call on my cell phone. Jimmy Strange, I'm going to have to call you back if you're listening, buddy.
Yeah, he probably saw that final, and he's wanting to give you a call. Saw that West Washington game, saw the Salem game, probably wanted to rub that in. But Salem played a much better team than West Washington played tonight. We can go down through all that if we want to. But, you got to flush this game out of your head as a Lions player here tonight. And as a Scottsburg player, you got to carry this into the next game.
I don't know who they've got next. Who Scottsburg have next? Do you know?
I am not sure. I'll look that up real quick.
The Salem Lions will be at home next Friday night. Come out and support them. We've battled the very good Brownstown team who is beating everybody by at least 50 points this season. They got a very strong team this year. Again, come out Monday, support your Lions JV team. They play at home against Scottsburg at 6 p.m.
The Scottsburg Warriors are at home again next week against Corden.
2 good weeks for them, man.
Yeah, they should get a win there. If they come out and play like this, I don't know how they'll get beat by anybody on their schedule, really, at this point.
Scottsburg's out there. They're holding up that 56 Indiana 56 sign, and they retain possession of that 2 years in a row. First time that I can remember that we've been beaten twice by Scottsburg.
That's probably, honestly, Ryan, that's probably the biggest win in Scottsburg program history. They didn't start a program, I don't think, until I was around middle school, 7th grade, something like that. But, yeah, that's probably the biggest win in Warrior school history here.
Yeah, I would say so. It seems like I want to say back in the day they had a team and then it went away, and then they started their program back up again.
Could have been, yeah.
I think that's, if I'm not mistaken.
Could have been. I'm not entirely sure. But, it's the biggest win, at least probably since they restarted their program up. We'll see what the Lions have next against Brownstown, see if they can pull out a little bit better of a game than they played tonight.
Yeah. Just joining us, the Lions dropped to 1-2 on the season. They were defeated by Scottsburg 54-7.
Yeah, Lions dropped to 1-2. Scottsburg moves to 1-2. The Lions, like we've talked about, that Brownstown team looks to be pretty solid after putting up another 50-plus point game tonight. Hopefully the Lions, you never want to get beat by 50 at home. So hopefully the Lions can play a lot better than they played tonight, stop Brownstown from playing normal Brownstown football, and play a much better, closer competition next week.
One thing, we've said it throughout this game tonight, we did improve on one aspect to where we have been averaging 3 turnovers a game, and we didn't have any turnovers this game. We had some stupid penalties. First half, second half, we definitely had. We lost a couple of players, lost some composure, made some stupid plays. But I was just telling the audience, Brandon, how we were able not to turn the ball over this whole game.
Yeah, we improved drastically in that sense. The Lions have had some turnover problems the entire game, or the entire year so far, fumbling the ball 7 times in 2 games. Hopefully they can continue this throughout the season. Good. Hopefully they can continue this throughout the season. And
we're just listening here. We got the mic.
I can't hear myself.
Oh, you can't?
No.
What about
No, I can hear myself. Okay. Hopefully the Lions can continue the ability to hold on to the ball and not turn the ball over much more than what we've had so far. Like they did tonight. That's a positive to take away from a big loss like this. Take away the positive that you were able to not turn the ball over like you have all season.
Yeah. Ended up being supposed to get down to like 50 degrees tonight. Everybody's got their jackets on. Coach Motsinger come down and actually sat with us the majority of that second half. He's up on the roof there to Coach's ear. But we appreciate everybody sticking with us. It was a rough one. Probably one of the roughest games I've called. Even worse than some of the Brownstown games. That really thought we had a shot at this game, but we quickly learned after that first quarter that we weren't going anywhere.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're going to have hopefully a word with Coach Gleasing here. He's over there talking to some people right now, but hopefully once he makes his way towards the end zone, we can ask him a couple quick questions, let him get into the locker room, pack the bus, and head on back to Salem. But, Ryan, what do you look for next week the Lions have got to do from what you have heard so far about Brownstown to stay competitive in that game?
Man, they are just I don't know if we got anything for them. I don't want to be – you never know. You never know. Things happen, but they have got a strong team. They've got a very good quarterback, and they can throw it, and they've got that misdirection where half the time when we're in the stands, we don't even know who's got the ball. And they've got a really good running back who's hungry this year for a sectional title. So we're going to have our hands full. But one thing we can do, we need everybody listening to come out and support the Lions. We're going to have our second home game of the year. Come out next Friday, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock kickoff, 7 o'clock kickoff.
Hopefully a 7 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks in a row we've had a delayed kickoff. But, we need everybody out there getting loud. But, yeah, hopefully the Lions can contain their offense a little bit better now that the Lions' offense is starting to look like a misdirection. But, yeah, I'm not sure what Coach Gleasing is doing over there, but he is talking over there to everybody.
Crowd huddled around him. But, again, come out and support the Lions. A week from today, 7 o'clock, at Paul A. Graves Athletic Stadium at Jim Ralston Field. So if you're not doing anything this Monday, come on out, support your JV Lions team. They'll battle Scottsburg at home. They are 1-0-1 on the season. They beat. They're 1-0-1 on the season. They beat North Harrison. Put a good whooping on North Harrison, 24-6. I believe was the final, and they tied Silver Creek last week 6-6.
It blows my mind that they let a JV game end in a tie without even going to overtime.
Yeah, I was surprised at that too.
But I heard about Ethan's big catch there to tie it up. It's good for him. Obviously, it's a little bit of a difference between middle school and high school. But hopefully he can.
You mean underclassmen? It's JV, so it's sophomore or freshman.
Well, yeah. It's a big transition from the middle school game that he played last year to the high school game that he's playing now.
Yeah.
So it's good for, I guess, those kids to have that kind of experience of the JV for a year to make that transition before they see that.
And one thing that was interesting, you saw how many players Silver Creek had for their varsity game.
Yeah.
We had more players than them for the JV game.
Yeah, I could see that, yeah.
It's crazy. So
it looks like Zoe's down there waiting in the end zone.
Well, we should go out to Coach Gleasing, and
I think she can hear us if she can.
You can hear us?
Zoe, if you can hear us, walk out towards Coach Gleasing.
Go out there and get a hold of Gleasing. And
go grab him by his ear.
Yeah, don't grab him where I told you to.
Grab him by the ear. I'd walk a little bit faster.
Yeah, you got about 7,000 people on hold here, Zoe. No pressure. Zoe, she's at the 15, or the 10. Now she's at the 15.
And she's laughing.
She's still on her feet. She's across in midfield.
She's laughing. Oh, boy, there's the mic.
Well, the mic.
She heard it too.
Yeah, a little squealing. Just go over there.
Yeah, now you're good. Make sure that thing's pushed into the little box thing there, Zoe.
All right.
We can hear you if you're talking.
She's got the mic down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, Zoe. You got us?
Yeah. Okay. We can hear you. So
we need to turn that down, or what the deal is?
Is it this one?
Here, let's turn that down. Maybe that'll keep it from squeaking so much.
Yeah. Go over there and grab Coach Gleason and just tell him we got a couple quick questions and we'll get him off there. We can still hear you.
Yeah, we still got you.
Okay, you're going to, turn around here. Yeah, there we go. Now that's better.
Yeah. We're going to need to maybe replace those batteries next week, Brandon.
Make sure when Coach Gleason gets on there, he turns around and looks at us.
Huddled around talking with some of the Scottsburg people.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Love you, bye.
Hey, keep that from squeaking here.
Coach Gleason, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, Coach Gleason. Obviously, a 47-point loss there tonight. What do you look forward to next week, moving into next week against a team like Brownstown?
Doesn't get any easier. We got a lot of rookies out there. A lot of sophomores playing. A lot of first-time players as juniors. Some guys out of position because of injuries. I'm not making excuses, but that was a better football team than us. Sometimes the better team is going to push you around, and that's what they did. They pushed us around. We didn't help ourselves a couple times, but that's football, and we just got to get better from it. The Scottsburg team should have been 3-0. They lost two close games early, but we fought to the end. When they put their subs in, it was a fair fight at that point, and you could see us move the ball a little bit and play some defense and did some better things when it was a fair fight. One positive, Coach, no turnovers this game. That was that was the last thing I wrote on the board before we left. Take care of the football. So that's a good positive. I'm not upset. I'm not. It is what it is. Sometimes teams are just better than you. We got to get better at lining up. We got to get better at making our calls and doing those things and take care of what we need to take care of. And it's not getting easier next week against Brownstown, but at some point we'll play teams that'll be a fair fight. What's the status on Mall and Deaton? Will they be back next week? Possibly. I know. I think they both go either Monday morning early to go try to get cleared. So I think we might have those two back. Isaac Curtis has a knee. I don't know about him. And then Noah Dalton will be 3 weeks, 4 weeks for him. Bryden Stafford again, 3-4 weeks. Yeah. It's just it's attrition. It's hurt us. It's hurt us because we've had to move some people, and people are playing that should be playing JV games. Well, I hate to hear it happen, but if it's going to happen, our first 4 games of the season are always tough. Second half seems to get a little bit more evenly matched, so hopefully they're back and healthy by the end. I hope so. That's the goal. I hate it for senior football players that are injured or sick and miss games. You only get so many games to play. Yeah. Well, Coach, we greatly appreciate it, and look forward to speaking with you next week at home. And good luck against Brownstown. All right, thank you very much. Thanks, Coach. All right. Well, Brandon, you got any last words to our audience before we sign off?
No, we appreciate all you guys sticking around, listening. During this beatdown, obviously nobody wants to listen to a 40-point deficit on the radio. But as we move on to next week, make sure you stay tuned or come out to the game, as the Lions will host the Brownstown Braves next Friday night at 7 o'clock at Paul A. Graves Stadium at Jim Ralston Field.
And we appreciate you once again for watching this game with us, Brandon Corbin and Ryan Larimore. And we look forward to talking to you again next week. Hopefully it's not a bad outcome. And we're going to sign off here from Scottsburg, where the Lions fall to 1-2 on the season. What was the score? 58-7.
54-7.
54-7. So, God bless you all and have a safe week.